running it. And this is going to be an extremely high firepower matchup, I think. You got Timotino going up against Spike and Sato. It should be explosive. It should be a great game.
Already seeing them rushing straight into the fray. Quick flash as well, but Addy's wide out into the open. Timotino also respect it.
It's fake pressure though, isn't it? It's supposed to just indicate as if they were going for something fast through hookah. LEV have got a 4-player stack on B. PXS's job is just to survive here.
It was definitely significantly tested.
They're thinking about going through the teleporter, but PXS didn't actually get confirmation that there was anybody committing down short, so they've held off, and now they've just got this crossfire setup that looks pretty deadly to go through. Yeah, Sato doesn't have a gate crash here, but he's going to be catching that contact as well, and hoping that he can play in Spike. Just off to the side, bit of a clearance with the shorty of all things. And the fight's taken here. Bang is going to help him out there from the back lines. Both the duelists removes, and now TP. Quick getaway over towards A. That seems to be where they want to set their sights. And PXS now, stand-in player, forced to be that super glue to keep them all together while they wait for Neon to get active. Has now got it all to do, but that angle not anticipated. King, time ball for him to play himself all the way in, and for a pistol round, it's going all their way. Still, crisp shots from Cryo. Matters not in the end here. Pistol round here for Leviathan. Interesting opener. Both teams feeling each other out. LEV had an idea with that triple sheriff that they were going to quad stack on B, and 100 Thieves prodded towards B, ended up going through the teleporter. Already getting a feel of how Vora wants to call. There's the bandit value though. Long range, grabbing a headshot. And yeah, just to talk about the compositions a little bit, and PXS, who you said is filling in for Neon until he gets here, until he turns 18, that is, on January 28th. Mark it in your calendars. Yeah, these are both of the same comps that these teams have been running in the off-season, but different people on different roles. Because they're having to fill in. They've got a sub at the moment. Yeah, so a lot of it being swapped around a bit of musical chairs. Sato was previously playing the Waylay. Spike was playing the Viper. And then you had Neon in as a phenomenal... I mean, he is a player to be looking forward to. And for LEV, they're going to just try to do the best they can with him out of the roster for now. A prime opportunity for 100 Thieves this game to get a big win early on, in my opinion. Yeah. Against a slightly weaker Leviathan. And both these teams are really just trying to find their footing, I think, as well, though. There's big changes for 100 Thieves. Essentially, like an ideology change. Definitely. With the coaching staff being swapped out towards the old TSM in Tier 2. And the IGL. Yeah, and the IGL combination of the players on top of it. Trying to play each other in, but a refract back as well. You're in a bit of danger. Saturate, lay it down onto the floor. There's that coverage. Just a trade. Spike starting to go down here. King will attempt to spam, but it's just off-center, so not in the usual spot that he was expecting and anticipating. It's getting real messy. 100 Thieves in a prime position here to really upset despite that eco status. And now Sato is going walking around. This angle of Cryo doesn't seem anticipated, and he's going to be lining it up, but a shot just going wide still. Weaponry acquired. Bang, swinging through. And absolutely cleaning up with him. That's 4 kills, a thrifty conversion. 100 Thieves happy with that. And the 100 Thieves fans will be happy to see Bang back in these colors too. 6-1, top of the scoreboard. Returning home in some sense. Doing a great job here, completely overwhelming these A players. King was late on the molly, was thinking about trying to put pressure down over towards Showers, and they got jumped on. Bit too slow, and this is what the desk was talking about. They're anticipating pace out of 100 Thieves. I think both of these teams have the capacity to play very quickly. Yeah, for sure. And 1-to-1 throws things into this, the guns, mostly. And then you have Asuna playing a bit more of a supportive flex role, here picking up the Brimstone. Here we go. Timer ticking down. Going back into round 3, 100 Thieves. Got the money on their sides, and they can take this one slow, cautiously. Spread out for now. No, and that's it. Picks they're looking for. It's the goal of a spread default like this. Just make sure to contain. Cryo's going to get his chance. Quick TP back as well, so never really in danger, but space going to be quickly taken up. And they're going to run into the trip over here, though. Spike not with much of an opportunity to alter this round. I'm looking towards the ults. For Teemo, for Bang.
The excess not long for the world, really. There's a dog, double dash over your head. Pick your poison situation. How do you want to go down?
And that puts Teemo and Bang both 2 away from getting an ultimate online.
I mean, this is insane.
Yeah, really fast. That's what happens when you get that the flip over in round 2.
Yeah. You
just get up to your ults in that important eco swing round at round 4 so quickly.
And a map like Bind as well, where they focused on getting the ults online, generating it, going into those fast execs.
And Teemo with the plant, with the death, has that huge ultimate for the next. The duelist duo here of Leviathan just looking to apply as much damage as they can to the economy, see if they can deny this rifle as well.
One enemy remaining.
Well, not even that. Don't even go down to the spike.
It's clean.
It's real clean from 100 Thieves. They could be, as we said, very, very happy with this one. Ults are starting to come online. Business booming when it comes to the money they've got to work with.
And we get to see what kind of caller Vora wants to be here in Tier 1. We've seen them play a bit in off-season tournaments, but thus far it's been, you know, a little bit of map exploration, defaulting, and then going into some punish once they find an avenue, an opening for themselves.
That's a great point. I mean, the older 100 Thieves, right, on Bind, you'd think they would go, they're going to be sending it, right, into an exec. But
and this would be the round to do it with Teemo's ult. If you were going to play that kind of style. Fast re-clear over towards Sand there, right at the beginning of the round, putting pressure on Asana's position. He regroups with the rest of the team. And they are looking for an early timing on this A-split.
Oh, it's complete showers control given up to 100 Thieves. Cryo inserted onto that line.
Sado can't stay here when his gate crash expires.
It will be soon. 100 Thieves game plan seems pretty clear. Wait out the gate crash duration. And that's when they want to apply that pressure. Sado is really caught here. Saturate. Still know where to run. It's almost perfect with the timings. 100 Thieves just overrun the entire area. King was back to the wall. He's going to try and hold this one back, but that peak as well on top of it. It is real clean stuff from 100 Thieves.
Very disciplined there.
Super disciplined.
All holding their positions and waiting for that extra flash, and here we go as well.
Real min-maxing.
Yeah, complete min-maxing in a 4v1, knowing that PXS has very little chance of winning this. They can take their time and try to build up towards the ults that matter. Kind of surprised that they're not having Bang get his online, but prioritizing Asana really heavy here for that post-plant ultimate. Teemo obviously didn't even have to use his.
No.
Just hard committed down short. And waited out the gate crash timing perfectly too. Ended up with Sado being caught in that position with no opportunity for exit.
Yeah, it's getting to that point as well where teams are quite really fluent, I guess, in waiting out the timings. They got it ingrained in their heads.
Absolutely.
Knowing when they should start punishing. We've been in a Euro meta for quite some time. And PXS rated here. This is 100 Thieves. You know, it's not exactly like they're running over from immediately as the timer starts ticking down in the round. They are taking it disciplined, cautiously, but striking right when the timing is correct.
Yeah, I mean, it's picture perfect, isn't it? The follow-up on the hinder, the trade is immaculate. Pushing with a flash into backside with all 3 players.
Pissed on this kid, bro. I mean, a bug movement, bro. Bug movement. But I just insta-crouch one tap, bro.
Classic Asana stuff. No one moves quite like him.
No, he's been moving different. Okay.
Eco round for Lev. It has been picture perfect from 100 Thieves so far. If they can keep it up with this level of clinical execution, it's going to be hard for Lev to disrupt what they're up to.
And then they're just hoping that played. Everybody tucked because nobody wants to give away any signals that there could be players on the site from the sky flashes. Not that 100 Thieves are even looking in this direction. They are taking it again as slow as they can.
Using the Viper Wall, clear out the cubby, see if you can get Cryo posted on an even deeper angle. And this is Cryo acting, in some sense, a bit like a drone here, where he just peeks in. Does it feel like the A site is stacked? Does it feel like he's in any danger? If so, he could always escape, although now he's outside of range of that teleport.
Walking all the way up. No real signs of life. Flash as well gets the acknowledgement that Showers is clear. And safety there with the plan. Asana's going to have his ult online.
It's really cool watching 100 Thieves have such a different approach to Bind. A map that they've played for, I mean, years at this point with a very similar style.
Yeah.
They've put Lev in a really difficult position here.
It's so tough.
if you go back in, you're more likely to feed Cryo or Vora their ult.
Not looking to do that, but still, they want to just try and float all the way back into this one. They are getting it dinked. It's a fire in range. The bodies are dropping, toppling.
And it's all Cryo and Vora, the two players that didn't have their ults online.
Look at all this.
Perfectly maximized.
It's ridiculous.
To give the kills to the people that needed them.
Hey, listen, bind attack side can be difficult to chew through, even for the best of teams, but they have really done a stellar job of generating these ultimates. They have so many tools to just keep it going.
Yeah, it couldn't be a better beginning for 100 Thieves here on Bind. LEV have got a very difficult round to manage here. If they lose this one, their economy is kind of shot.
Yeah.
Sato's invested an operator. Their ults are not really online yet. It would be another 1 round, maybe 2 before this ult bank is up for LEV. 100 Thieves have a chance to break them again here.
Big clash potentially up towards B-Long. So deep with a Viper Orb. Similar to the setup on the pistol. Those are going to be having to support though. That's going to be catching with a Trailblaze, double dash on, and that's that. Again, Saturate placed down at the feet. Orbital Strike, we've seen this one. That is just impeccable.
Teams are getting so good at comboing that. And Spike, actually that was just straight through the orb.
Spam onto the corner.
Spam onto the corner as he tried to recontest and tuck himself back in. He goes down.
I mean, it's such a ridiculous read that they've got on LEV right now. PXS feeling like the pressure's on. He needs to be the one to make a play. Jumping around though, look at it, man. Setting themselves up perfectly. And that is just pure calm and collected aim from Cryo. Doesn't pull the trigger too early. I mean, this is not what I was expecting. I'll say that first.
Yeah.
Straight up.
No, I was thinking that at some point in this season, I really feel like LEV are going to be a top team in Americas. I'll put that out there right now.
Yeah.
Early on in Kickoff, when they don't have Neon available and they're playing with a different setup, yeah, I was expecting them to have some teething issues, but I wasn't expecting utter dominance from 100 Thieves. The scoreline actually makes it feel closer than it has been.
Yeah.
This has been perfection from 100 Thieves so far.
It's almost mathematical, the way that they're playing this.
Sato, though, is going to be able to survive here with the operator.
Yeah, he's trying to keep it.
Not full cleared in spawn. Bang, running around, seeing if he could collect it, but just missed him. That play, though, the hint of the Saturate, straight into the orbital strike. We've seen a couple of teams go for this recently. It's a combo that is devastating.
Yeah.
And executed perfectly again from 100 Thieves. Every idea they've had has gone immaculately.
And there it is. You know, they tried to make gunplay a bit more important with the last patch. Yeah. They tried to nerf a bit of the utility.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do about that?
Yeah, not much. Not much.
Spike invested his ultimate into that as well to try to relieve some pressure over towards B-Long, but that's just another one they don't have access to.
Just bleeding out potential tools.
Because they kept the op, though, they do still have enough money to buy this round. So it's a silver lining on a stormy cloud here for LEV.
Spike with a jiggle. Cryo. Spots it out. Doubled up.
Trail.
LEV feeling like they might need to make an attempt of a play. So with Cryo cleaned up, they've dominated control of this one. But again, the convergent paths have caught it. Refract as well. You are sitting ducks. There's nothing you can do against that. Instant reaction, and it's the correct call once again. It's like 100 Thieves playing with X-Ray on.
Yeah, the information from the player contesting Cryo, even though he died, is giving them the info that he got double swung, and the reaction, I feel like a broken record. It is perfect again. Yeah. Timatino's ultimate. The ult cycle that 100 Thieves generated early on is just paying dividends later. It's starting to run out. If you want the cope for Leviathan, if you want the cope,
sure.
It's starting to get into a situation where LEV now have the ult advantage and can respond in the half. The problem is, you know, they're down 6-1 already. Their money's not looking great, although you can see that King and Sato would be able to buy with the max loss bonus that they're currently working with.
Yeah.
So if there's any hope, it starts here. But 100 Thieves so far have been so impressive. Comboing every advantage together very intelligently.
Real drilled playstyle from them. I mean, instant reaction. As soon as they know that Shower's compromised, okay. Got the ult. Fighting back for that space, understanding how important it is. 6-1, like you said, if there was going to be a turning point, it has to be now for Leviathan.
And they've
Strapped together the guns.
Yeah, it's a Guardian, a Bulldog. Cryo pulls out the Operator. I wonder if he was thinking about going for an Outlaw. You know the money's weak, but this is it. This is everything for LEV. They must win this one.
Spreading out the net with this attack side default. Hoping that LEV will overextend, perhaps. Pressure's definitely on them. That's a miss with the dog.
Yeah, Prowler did not spot both of those players.
Onto the corner. Trailblazer, though, is going to be signaling that anyway, regardless. 100 Thieves asserting themselves into B long. Very brave by Timotino, incredibly brave. What is this? He hears them scuttling around onto the sand as well, but he, listen, don't want to overextend. Bang, looking to see if he can contain! And Bang does it! Single-handedly. Back through and around here. Plays need to be made. The pressure mounting on Leviathan King to be that IGL, to be the one to make a difference. Does remove the 2, but eventually he will fall. Blows, trying to work his way into the back of the site. A lot on his plate. A tap and a swing, just trying to play each other in perfectly. And there are no missing pieces. 100 Thieves are well-oiled, completely drilled, looking primed and ready.
10 and 2 for Bang, 10 and 3 for Cryo. Absolutely dominant. This 2K, a top shot. This is after Sato has used his clone to fake as if they're TPing over towards B. So in theory, Bang should be less concerned about a short push, but no, he's still got his crosshair perfectly trained on it for 2. Despite King going just as good in showers, the rest of 100 Thieves, I'm loving a pick bind into 100 Thieves.
Yeah, true.
When that is their home ground for years. But they're playing it quite differently. Nevertheless, it still feels very comfortable.
Oh, now they're going to be speeding it up? Looks like it. No slow default. Slow take of showers. Everybody walking up towards a short avenue. 4 plays of 100 Thieves. They've been conditioning this entire time that it's been slow, steady, spread out. And they are walking as much as they possibly can here, straight into it again. That Saturate. Drop down in towards the back. Sato can't do anything from that spot. The Bucky asserting itself, really dominating this position, but you're isolated into lamps at this point. Spike, only so much he can do.
Don't miss me too much.
Plant denied. I think it was a snake bite going down cross map that buying a few critical seconds, yeah. Favora not going to be pushed off again here. These are well aware of all the positions that they need to account for, especially internal. That's it. Lamps cleared out, gone. And it's going to be an inevitability, isn't it? Blows not long.
Again, they wait to challenge Spike until the dog is available to support. Every challenge that 100 Thieves are going for is supported by some layer of utility. It's really, really nicely thought out. All right, some more Leviathan cope, though. This is the round. After 8 in a row of absolute perfection from 100 Thieves.
Trust me, guys, it's now.
Now there's 4 ults available for LEV. Now there's full rifles available for LEV.
I mean, it has to be now.
An Operator. If it's not now, it's never.
Same play being ran back. It looks like there is going to be util used off the rip. Yep, seeing that one. Predicting that the ult is going to be used. Oh, my God! They're in the walls, man. Practically in their own comms. They know exactly what Leviathan are going to be trying to pull out. Sato. There it is. Blind shot straight into the smoke. Will be rewarded. Even gets himself out, so he has evened it.
That's quite a big pick, actually. Bang could have just dropped down the Viper's pit in this one and made it pretty unwinnable.
Backside control, dimensional drift to see if they can poke out some of these players. Spot them out. Spike will be forced to refract back once more. It's an orbital strike of their own. Pure anarchy going to be inserted now into this round. Best chance in a long while for Leviathan to see if they can get something going, but it's going to require sharper shooting than that. Sato posted back up. Only delayed, but eventually fades, and now you can start to get yourself onto it already. Going to be half earned, and holding it all the way down. That's it. Anticipating those re-swings, Leviathan, a critical round.
Well, we said it was now or never. Leviathan answer back. Round 10 on the board, but still at a 6-round deficit. This play, gorgeous. Same idea again. Saturate into the orbital strike. LEV actually tried their own on the retake too. Didn't quite get the execution, but it was these shots towards the end. And now LEV have another opportunity. They're going to go for the double op setup. Spike and Sato both opping in this round. 3 ops on board.
There's been a lot of contact play, so don't blame them.
Yeah, it has. 100 Thieves have been walking down short constantly.
Let's see how this fight gets taken, though. Cryo Not one to overextend into the angle, just spotted it out, but reaction time's barely getting out of there. The shot's going wide. Sato, would he anticipate that? It's a leg shot! 30 HP, Cryo survives.
Unusual opener.
Real strange stuff. Quick TP as well to get themselves over towards B. Saturate is perfect. Timotino is dissecting up an entire area of the map. 100 Thieves again are just laying claim to the territory and kills across the map.
They're getting abused over towards short.
Flash trying to set up PXS, but look at how slapdash it is. I mean, it's not set up.
No, that wasn't pretty.
Not refined at all. Spotting out where these players are once more, and again forcing that TP, convergent path, slow down. PXS got to be keeping that gun out, but there won't be any threats coming anytime soon. Still, full side access, plant now down, and Bang has that ult to play with.
Yeah, finally. I mean, he's been having this ult available to play with for a long time. Still not committing it,
Yeah,
though.
doesn't want to use it. 3v5, maybe feeling like it is essentially secured. Can't blame him. They've realized 2 ops are on the board, so it's a hard retake.
It's a ridiculous retake.
Would be tough even if they had rifles. Snappy.
1 for 1 there.
Yeah. That's the issue that Leviathan are running into. Even if they have this big heroic moment, a moment of individuality, just gets undone by the discipline of 100 Thieves. They're looking to just get out with the guns.
Yeah, you have to at this point. The money is so weak, and now they've been reset to minimum loss bonus. So LEV had to make sure that they secured rifles in that round. Timotino is playing the Waylay so nicely.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the way that he's like getting into these spots. And look at that isolation onto blows. It's perfect.
Jump spot, saturate.
Yeah, and then he goes for the double dash afterwards and just scouts that there's a player over towards elbow, retracts back, and then throws out the ultimate just to make sure that they can get a clean exec into B. He's using it as scouting so perfectly. Great value, even though he's not at the top of the scoreboard.
You want to play?
Pure sweeping domination for 100 Thieves. Cryo, tour de force. Pops the clone out at least. Has a dash all the way in. Timotino's not messing around, but again, this is a heavy stack of bodies and players. The spam goes both ways.
Blow's really lucky to survive that as well. Got dashed into with a shorty.
One of the first times it felt like Leviathan had a stack of bodies in the right place and were able to really weather that. Sato was begging somebody to break that dog so he can hold the angle down.
Yeah, Blows doesn't really want to break it though. He's on 11 HP. If the dog lunges at him, the dog's going to win that.
Sato forced into a more passive angle. Plenty of players waiting around a corner. Comes down to those reactions, not baited by the jump spot. Cryo is gone. Shot straight to the head. One of the first rounds where we've seen 100 Thieves put in a pinch, to be honest.
Yes. One of the first times that LEV operating from a player advantage.
Oh my! Sato's still got it, just hasn't really had a chance to show it. Until now, round 12. Very ready. Spammed out through the box. He's hoping for a bit of a bailout, but Blows us. It's too low to really swing still. Players there in time, ready to supplement and help it out. 9-3. It's the half that we're going to be staring at. I mean, 100 Thieves are going to be more than happy with this, but still smiles on the faces of Leviathan, not giving up hope yet.
Yeah, well, they picked it up towards the end. Once they finally had ults to work with, finally had money. But this was a masterclass in terms of generating a snowball on a map like this. Really beautifully played from 100 Thieves, and it set them up fantastically to win on their opponent's map pick. Attack side
That's
idea.
really, quite bizarre.
If you saw this on defense, you could, you're like, all right, I can understand it. But attack side, no flash on the Yoru, no util on the Waylay.
Yeah, and I believe a bandit to round it out too. So, full priority. Looking to take those long-range sight lines.
Maybe expecting something aggressive out through B. The old 100 Thieves may well have gone for that.
Spikes the one with the bullet in his chest. Headhunter. Drops him down to 45. Cryo didn't TP away. Still holding that one down, but the exploration is punished, so Timotino goes down on the other side of the map.
It's slow and prodding from LEV. Actually quite similar to the way that 100 Thieves were playing on their own attack side, especially on that pistol. Less of a concrete idea of what they want to go for and more feeling out what the defenders are up to. Cryo, though, is just so content to hold this angle. Hasn't been pushed away whatsoever based on
confident.
what he took. Yeah. I mean, they know he's there. Normally, you want to reposition just a little bit after taking an initial shot, but hyper confident. And why wouldn't you be? What is he, like 12-3 or something?
It's a bizarre round. I mean, you're looking at 30 seconds left. There were more bodies from 100 Thieves on B.
30 seconds left.
He's fell into feet nice and early, but guess what? It's just Cryo. That might be all 100 Thieves needs, man.
Oh.
2 quick kills. And there's a 3v3. Open access now to the site with that plant down. Snake Bite are going to be chipped down. Vulnerable up.
King's the playmaker. Bandit through elbow.
Deep smokes to try and get them all the way out. Stimmy at your feet. So you're going to be speed boosted up. See if you can take a rapid engagement back into the site. And there's damage exchange on either side here. Tap. Trying to pull these players out wide into the open. Still searching for the information. In through the smoke. Swinging wide. And King from behind. So able to get it done there. Bang. Left in a difficult spot. But that is insane with the reactions. Snaps to the dome. King is no more. Half on the defuse already. And this is really going to apply that pressure. PXS, so much ass of him. Position, noted. Noted! Yes, PXS is the one to do it.
It's a huge clutch in the 1v1 against a player who's on fire. And PXS will be feeling very happy about that. It's been brought in to fill big shoes on LEV. And he's actually the player at the top of the scoreboard as well. Found this opener for them.
30 seconds left.
Great way to open, great way to close. Those two from Cryo, though. Absolutely immaculate. Probably should have put 100 Thieves in a winning position. But we said if LEV wanted to get back into this game, it had to start with a pistol round. And that's the way to do it. But it was much more than just that for 100 Thieves. They got the pistol, and then they played perfectly afterwards, chaining up all of their ults. Being flawless in the execution. Cryo going walk.
Cryo can afford to do it. Man, just a headhunter and even a rendezvous.
He doesn't miss.
He's within range of all of this one. The comfort roll shining right now for him.
Yeah, you get him on the right agent.
PXS now feeling that heat turned up.
He's just holding B all on his own, exuding aura and keeping the whole of LEV out.
No one wants to cross that boundary. Bought time.
Cryo's getting back up right now. I can't imagine he wants it. Like, guys,
He's been doing it
go
all.
on stack A, I've got B. What are you helping me for? I've still got 3 bullets. You can come over here when I've run out of headhunter bullets.
Yeah. Weapon reclaimed at least.
King appears to be sniffing this one out, especially with the flash now over on this side of the map. I think that
good
should be
for LEV.
Yeah, that should be an idea for LEV that they can start to accelerate into the A side. People have gone over to help on B. But 4v5, this is not done yet.
Just trying to jiggle into the one-way. Not favourable. 4v4, open sight still. Definitely see the difference in diligence, I guess, from Leviathan. A lot more umming and ahhing as they're looking to clear this one. In fact, they've taken so long to get onto this one. Players of 100 Thieves are starting to walk all the way in. They're going to try and take this one fast now with just those pistols. Close quarters, it's really where they thrive, but okay, it's getting real messy. Jump spotting around. Asuna is doing it all. 2v2. Weapons potential there to be reclaimed. The positioning. 100 Thieves scattered around. Same can be said for Leviathan. PXS is really feeling squeezed in a spot like this. Again, head on a swivel, doesn't know which way to look, but has an indicator. No way! No way! How did they get it done?
That's unbelievable. That old school duo from 100 Thieves is incredible. Asuna was baiting so much. He is really smart in those situations. You gotta give him the credit, because he is trying to pull as much attention as he can towards himself over towards Lamps. But the star of the show is Cryo, hitting shots that he has no right to hit. Got to see it on the replay as well.
Nice! You guys are insane! You're champion! Let's go, bro! Come on.
He's 18-7, Cryo. And with the headhunter in hand, he's an unstoppable force.
He's a monster. Don't want to be crossing into him. No. Can't pressure him off. Get out of here, Timotino. You're going to try and attempt to punish, but there's a saturated of your own. Guess what? Bucky doesn't care about it.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but Cryo's already pushed out and got rid of PXS, who was trying to control showers.
And so he's dominated that position. You've got a spike alone here. Blows is on his own. In Lamps.
He just has to hide. He has to hide and wait for King and Spike.
He's poking himself out wide here. Hold on, Cryer in a bit of trouble. Headhunter will be able to whip out for that occasion, but still can't reset it enough in time. Leviathan are finding a way to get back into this.
This is so uncomfortable for the rookie blows. He is stuck.
Tight spot, yeah. Needs a bailout, needs help as well to be... These showers players, but with that, the spike dropped down, and now really behind enemy territory. Asuna, he's going exploring, going walkabouts, he's feeling more than confident. It's like he's preordained to try and win this one out. Spike dropped into a spot like this, but Bang is more than capable.
The previous round on the Thrifty is the thing that I think has properly killed this comeback for Lev, but
yeah,
that round went to pot really early on. Really uncomfortable position for Blows to be playing with the spike inside Lamson. 100 Thieves capitalize on it. Just trying to put Lev in as awkward a spot as possible.
Isolate and exterminate.
A 7-round deficit for Leviathan. A Waylay ult to work with. And Cryo to manage.
He's got his own. A lot of angles to account for. It can't be stopped!
What was that? That's disgusting.
Filthy work.
You can't win when the guy's playing this well.
No. Rapid adjustments here. Timotino spots it, yeah. PXS, far too overextended. Had no way to get the hell out of there. And this is just a Leviathan squad that is bleeding out. Asuna, aware of it. The potential of a walkout here from Sado. Molly placed down, but your options again are just running dry. 100 Thieves are monstrous. I can't believe it's a new year and already we're talking about Bind being a permaban for them.
Yeah, if you play against 100 Thieves, you do not... the thing is, though, looking towards the next map of Pearl, both of these teams were playing Waylay Chamber there. Yeah. So Cryo might have a chance to feast on map 1 and 2.
They're hungry for it. They know where the last player is. But guess what? No overextending.
I mean, you can afford to at this point.
You can afford to, but the discipline is still far too strong, ingrained in their heads.
This
up to 12 or... yeah.
This is dominance. Absolute dominance. An 8-round lead. And the rounds that Lev have got, few and far between.
Yeah.
A pistol, and in both situations lost the follow-up round. And then a couple of rounds towards the end of the first half where it looked like they were starting to get going, to be fair.
Oh, baby. Come on, man.
But way too little, way too late. And 100 Thieves have pounced on this early opportunity to get a win against Leviathan. Yes, it's a slightly weaker version of Lev. Yes, they can't play with their superstar rookie player Neon, but man, this is an incredible gap between these two teams here on Bind.
Brutal. You really going to be going into Cryo again? Okay. TP. Timotino! Yeah, just off the presence over towards B. Hearing the sounds, they want to try and flash through this and fight this. Risky, aggro plays, Abound, blows. Wasn't accounted for into the corner. That's going to be the go button pressed. Bang now. Left to do it all from a spot like this, but that smoke just blooms. A little bit too late for the safety cover. King over towards the top, over the strike. A little bit delayed on top of it. Tools are going to be wasted. Leviathan are still alive. But in a 2v2, anything can happen.
One enemy remaining.
Counting for it. It's good with the crosshair placement. But Asuna is no slouch. Could be it. Nailing the coffin for Bind. Asuna creeping around the corners, just trying to spot out where these players are, and it's good movement from King. Just the aim enough there. So they're still alive in this map.
Yeah, I think at this point, though, what you're playing for is just making sure that you feel like you can win in the next. 100 Thieves definitely overpushed that one. They're already in a 5v4. Going for the flash reclear in the garden there. It's not optimal, but they're 12-4 up. I think they're just looking to close it. You don't want to make those kind of mistakes if Lev start clawing things back, but at this point, you can afford to go for it a little.
Sure.
Be a bit disrespectful. Everything they're doing is working.
Take over towards B long. Spike. Let's get the connection there. All right. He's trying to get out, but has that orbital strike. Bam! really out of dodge.
Yeah, the execution has just not been there for LEV on that combo today. 100 Thieves have executed 2 of them really beautifully. LEV have tried it twice and walk away with nothing.
Toxin screen down.
Wasted ultimate.
TP,
But still hold it down. He had a TP into showers.
but if this trip isn't broken, they know it's fake. All right, Sato goes in, breaks the trip. Now Cryo's attention has got to be pulled. I'm looking at this fight over towards Hookah. Yeah, bang against King.
It's a weird one.
King is just holding this area alongside Spike, calling for the rotate of the rest of the team. This is going to be a B finish, but they've done a nice job of baiting 3 defenders onto the A side. So this is weak. Could there be some form of a comeback here for LEV? It would be tough.
Hinges on
30
this.
seconds left.
Vora is low. Down. Flash forwards, convergent pass. Even the Haunt on top. That's a big reveal, actually. They're going to be knowing that Bang is isolated into Hookah. Bang's worried about it being approached from different angles, but 100 Thieves are all the way in. They want to be fighting this one. Tooth and nail towards the back, but speaking of backs, that's a back stab from King, finally activating TP. Heard and accounted for.
An important round from Leviathan as the time was ticking low there. I was worried that 100 Thieves Flood was going to come up with the goods. LEV feeling squeezed, forced to use the Viper ult as well. PXS may have wanted that one back, but you know, when things are tense like that, you got to go for it. And he's doing a good job, actually. Playing like a turret over there. Still at the top of the scoreboard for the team, this sub. Player that we saw have pretty reasonable performance on a struggling team last year. Nice to see him back.
A lot asked of him, to be honest.
Yeah. For LEV, they're hoping that Sato, with his attack side op, can activate now. But 6 in a row is so much to ask.
Yeah. All 100 Thieves need is 1.
And no ultimates, no big snowball and ult cycle available for LEV, the same way that it was for 100 Thieves. They didn't get that clean execution off the pistol.
Launching smoke.
Right, we're going to hold this one down. Peak of Spike, that is Ferrari peak if I've ever seen one. Damage was done too. I mean, Cryo adjusted the aim through the wall. Not enough to bring Spike down though. He returned that fire.
Fighting fountain potentially.
Yeah,
PXS.
seen it.
Spot 6.
Ooh, and just sitting into that smoke.
LEV are doing a good job of making 100 Thieves stew as soon as they get that opening pick. A lot of these rounds here in this half are coming down to whether or not 100 Thieves can find that opening engagement. And Spike going for the Ferrari peak entry onto Cryo made all the difference here. 100 Thieves were going for a bit of a trap play over towards B long. They have the Waylay ultimate that they can use all the way down this lane.
30 seconds left.
But in a 3v5, that's not something that you really want to go for. Might see that idea again, though.
20 seconds left.
Are they really going to go for it?
They're going to get slowed down. I mean, Timotino's here. Convergent pass can, again, prevent them from really going for this when they have to pivot into showers, and that leaves them into the open arms of Bang.
There's still a snake bite.
Onto this side. Snakebite to delay. This could be it. The impetus, the turning point for it. Clone! Blinds him up! Slightest of margins here. And deep flash into the back of the side to try and play Timotino in. It is rushed here by 100 Thieves. They sensed it. An opportunity to close it out. And it crumbles as a result of it.
There's a couple of really key moments slipping away from 100 Thieves here. A few rounds where they've had a big opportunity to just close the map. Against a team as talented as LEV, you do not want to give them too many of these openings. They had 8 chances to close the game, and that's now down to 5. And Bang, I think there could have just sealed up the round with a snakebite. I think he was playing for the hero play, really, and got punished by shooting that clone.
More and more opportunities.
Triple swinging showers to try to deal with Cryo if he was playing there. But it's a passive line for the Chamber superstar.
Attack side up in the hands of Sato still. Real slow play. Showers control there for LEV. They've got it as a potential pivot option. Looks like the next goal will be to take that B long control.
Yeah, you know that 100 Thieves like to go for reclears and team fights over towards B long, so it's always good to have that option of pivoting through the showers teleport. If you are going to go for the B default. It looks like this is going to end A. Timotino's gone looking.
It's even damage done. I mean, no kill, but King's going to be happy that he's still alive in this one. Time potentially could become an issue. 40 seconds remaining.
Vora's got a lot of utility to gain information in this round. Still, you know, hasn't used a flash, hasn't used Seekers.
Bang still with a snake bite. Okay, Dimensional Drift is going to be used to clear up the question marks up towards B long. No real unknown. Snake bite ripped off nice and early. Bang. Another time to shine. Timotino wants to try and get involved. PXS though was cutting it close to the corner. And now here's the pivot. They're going to be doing it straight into Cryo. He's still holding down his sight. Sharp shooting, trying to really take it calm and collect it. 12 seconds remaining. They need to get this spike down and need it now. 100 Thieves, a possibility to play themselves in. Sato with the stick. Backside control there. The flash is perfect, but no clearance off the King. No clearance at all. Mistakes are starting to pile up in the final moments. And Leviathan have been given, again, these windows.
Yeah, this is now 4 in a row, and a lot of them are defined by those mistakes. That's a great shot from PXS. The Hinder did miss, but this is another round where the clock is a massive problem for Leviathan, and somehow, yeah, the lack of clearance on the King there in Hell is worrying.
All that discipline that we see in Prior is just fading away, it's evaporating, essentially, when the time pressure, when they've taken on round 21.
Think about that combo again. Saturate into the orbital strike. A possibility for Lev here.
Potential clash too. Deep flash onto the line already. Timotino's going to be backing away here. Does see and spot some presence.
Poison orb emitting.
PXS. Sole job really just to lock that one down. Looks a bit suspect, but he's just holding for the walkout. That spots Cryo.
No fuel.
I like the idea from Lev in this round. King calling for them to heavy deny that B orb in case Cryo played for it, and then would have the tour de force online. And that could have been a massive win condition for 100 Thieves. Here he is again though.
Peak. Sato was on a very deep line there, so not anticipated by Cryo.
And Sato's attack op has not been the defining factor of this game, but there finds some good value. This is happening a lot though. The slow pace from Lev is baiting out these info peaks. Yes, this is just an eco round, but it's happening on the rifle rounds too. Lev are starting to get a lot of these openers, and then 100 Thieves, when they're down a player, are going for a lot of kind of solo pushes out, looking for coordinated reclears as well, but not really finding too much. I think the only major concern for me with Lev is they are letting the clock tick low round after round.
Single round, yeah.
And this is no exception.
Right now, the mistakes, I mean, the way the scales have been tipped, it's been in Lev's favor. They could turn around at any point. Vora dominating that position, even getting a bit of an upgrade here. So the plan will go down. No pushback for that one, but it is a 3v4. And again, anything could happen. We'll see how this one finds it. Okay, into the elbow control. Leviathan make a call. No hesitation. All grouping up, making sure to fight for some of that space. But Vora's not being accounted for still. Not dealt with. Asana's managed to slip the net. Backing away, a bit of a sound bait. Smokes to drop down in their faces too. Time ticking. King has got util out. Orbital strike offloaded. Weapons exchanged all around here. 100 Thieves just really looking to pick apart Leviathan, ensure that they can do a bit of significant damage towards them.
I think it's a decent win, to be honest, forcing out the ultimate from King there.
Yeah.
Because it removes a massive tool that both of these teams have been using to open up rounds. That saturate orbital strike play is something you can use to generate picks now, rather than just saving it as a post-plant ultimate. So getting that out, actually important, but they've cut the lead down to 3. There's a lot of pressure now on 100 Thieves to convert.
It's a hell of a comeback so far, but
if you're looking at anybody, it's got to be Cryo. Tour de force in hand.
25 kills currently. Being set up as well, forwards for a play, the wall up so he can get posted. A little bit wider, it's unorthodox there with the Viper's Pit on the other side of the map. King. See how this fight goes for him. Might be just looking to keep himself inserted onto this one. Not expecting the Cryo's already crossed. Slow and steady. And this could be the round where the time becomes a problem for Lev. We've been calling it out. It's played into their hands for multiple rounds now, but
the one-way coming out from Asana, denying that contact walk up down short that Cryo was going for constantly. Sato not offered the same opportunities. A small amount of pressure over towards B. Is the patience lacking here? No. Cryo decides to back up.
50 seconds. Going to be ending into the site with the pit up.
Time is everything.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the same as the other rounds, really. 100 Thieves feel like they're set up in a better position. There are still only 2 players onto that site.
But remember, that Arsena still has his ult online, so if LEV are going for a late plant...
That's going to deny.
30 seconds left.
This looks really difficult
It's
for
really
LEV.
weird, yeah, and this could be it. All that good work that LEV were putting in. Saturate forwards, that trademark slows you down. Snakebite on top of it is 20 seconds. They're going for a TP pivot. Straight into Cryo again. Sano's finished. It's a bullet to the temple. Cryo looking to lock this one down again, but dash forwards again. He just ignores the player behind him. It's a Slowfield. It's denied. Slowfield down, and that is it. Crumbled down to the final few seconds. We said it had to happen. All it takes is one more round, and 100 Thieves finally get it over the line to clear that hurdle and take away Bind.
A really interesting opening game here in this match between LEV and...
12 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, they're both playing double initiator here, but I think that the Tejo is really nice now that they've buffed him too.
Yeah.
The drone is super good. Always got that post-plant availability. What 100 Thieves going for with Timatino on a shorty.
Tagged there with a knife. Sato not able to really pull himself back. Spike could be feeling the heat turned up against him very early on and still just spots those players. They've contacted up all the way. I mean, 100 Thieves are now explosive, trying to get themselves involved onto the site. Leviathan, bit of a rolling retreat, now looking to refight potentially once more. Flash. Pull, a lot of util being expended early here. 100 Thieves no worse for wear, looking to fight a little bit further forward. Just a shorty in Timatino's hands, and he can't really do much at range with that bang. Forwards, and alongside Vora, he's able to do quite a bit. Systematic in terms of the way that they've dissected a lot of that site, but the nade again to deny the plan. Time being bought and kills found and claimed. Spike dropped down.
And this is where PXS might be able to shine. 6 shots in the Headhunter.
2v3. It's double face though. Cryo is eager to get back onto that line as well to assist. Asena's going to be dropped very low, but a lot of space and out of plant finally down. 100 Thieves. Sigh of relief. They can breathe for but a moment.
There was a nice knife as well from Asena. Delayed PXS getting his gun back out.
Cryo very much alone here. No one's going to be swinging off his contact. Potentially Asena, but he is very low. Knife there. What a shot by Spike, and what a collection of kills.
2v3, looking beautiful there for Leviathan. 2 players from 2G really playing well together at the end there. The knife as well connecting onto Bang, so no opportunity for going for a pull or something like that. Spike, I believe, bought like full util in this round. Both flashes doing a lot, the nade doing a lot as well. But in the end, his gun doing the most. Picked up a sheriff and made it sing. It's a great start for LEV, but at the same time, if I remember correctly, they won both pistols and then lost the follow-up rounds.
Yeah.
So it's this one that matters most.
That was the danger zone for them. See, the conversion here would be a better beginning compared to Bind. Spike. Uh-oh, here we go. Trying to jump on the chance to punish when that orb was being picked up, and double dash with a shorty. Incredibly punishing stuff. Sato feeling like he needs to potentially even it out, but as Stars, they're down at his feet, trying to give him a bit of coverage, but he's way out to the open. You cannot be telling me this is happening again.
He's going for the reload in the open.
Oh my.
It's just a sitting duck. And Timo's so good with getting those picks. There's a reason why he's been using the shorty so far as his primary weapon in this map. This is a horrible situation to play from as LEV. There's a gun down on A.
Oh, King.
King's going walkabouts, potentially straight into Cryo, although he's got his back turned at the moment. Oh, this is weird.
This is really strange. Really strange. Running and gunning. Guardian versus the Headhunters. King claims it. Outlaw held. A lot of damage done. But it is going to leave it just down to King now. 1v2 still very much winnable, but 100 Thieves would be able to settle themselves, regroup up, potentially reclaim some of those weapons.
I like the decision to double clear towards Art. Once they don't see King here, they've got a decent idea of where he's coming from.
Will mean that Vora doesn't actually have a gun to play with. Most of the bodies are down towards the back of the site and main.
He's got a smoke. But then Vora could throw a haunted side of it. Things could get weird here, but King's got chances.
Yeah. Trying to make sure that he can clear most of those corners. Start, place down. A tap. First sign of it with the C's. That's a connection. Haunt as well, looking for these open fights to be taken. Timotino! It's a lot of damage done. What the hell is he playing at? King!
Doesn't have the time.
No, it's not been played for.
I mean, what's he playing at? He's playing with his food. Running towards him, getting the wiggle on, and that, I mean, I can see King in the cam there, not happy about the way that round played out. All calm towards the end as he was decided to play the clutch, but then had words for the rest of the team.
Yeah, my apologies to Timotino. Wasn't familiar with your game. And it's the C's, mate. No sound cues, didn't know what the pressure was.
Yeah. But yeah. Both King and Owner.
It's just a repeat.
Not happy with that. No, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
Just ridiculous.
They've won 3 out of 3 pistols and lost 3 out of 3 follow-ups.
Okay. Stern words to be had.
And this is how 100 Thieves generated that ridiculous ult snowball on buy. It all starts
two-thirds of the way there.
Yeah. Winning the pistol is good for creating ult snowballs. Winning the second round as a thrifty is even better. So, LEV are just putting themselves in a horrible spot to open up these halves.
A lot of contacting it. 100 Thieves, Timotino is essentially a human drone looking to get the information, and he just spotted that out from the mini-map.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Timotino is fantastic at getting himself information on these dashes in.
That's 100 Thieves as well that are incredibly good at just following up off the back of it.
Yeah, the nade, the C's, absolutely perfect.
Walking back up.
They're still going into the stack here. Double bandit from Blows and Spike.
We could do some work, close quarters. One shot to the head, even if you're at full armor. The Haunt needs to be broken out towards the back. Angles need to be covered. Cryo adjusting in time. Seeing the swing out. Timotino. Yeah, relentless is 100 Thieves. Making sure to dissect most of the side here.
And here's that min-maxing, Brett. Arsena getting tossed the Spike so that he can prioritize getting the null command online. Attacking null command, it's huge. Gives you so many options on a map like this. Always thinking about the best way of being able to maximize their chances.
Yeah, PXS needs to be thinking about...
Yeah, and there's the kill. Arsena is the one that takes the deepest line, takes first contact, and now they don't even have to play for an ult off.
Nope.
Yeah, they can just get this round going straight off barrier drop. We haven't seen many fast rounds from 100 Thieves, but this could be one. I love the way that they're playing to push every advantage as far as they can get it. But you've still got to look on the other side as well and say, LEV are opening the door for them very early on by playing these round twos pretty horribly.
Way too slapdash. You're seeing a flash primed, potential double dash again. Timotino is going to be one to follow up off of both this one. And again, that Haunt up at top. LEV will force themselves, at least they're going to be forced to respect it, so backing themselves out of the A main fight. Orb given up.
And this one feels like a fast A push at the beginning of the round.
Never alternate.
Yeah. But actually, it's just a bit of a soft play, isn't it? Arsena was never really with the team, ready to commit that null command early on. Instead, it's about Timo. I think this is anticipating a re-clear, and look who's walking up.
Yeah, here it is. I mean, he's in a position for it, potentially. Off their contact, there it is. Converge pass. You're going to see it. Slowed up. Blows can't really move into this one. Bit of collateral damage. I think Voro also got caught, so they couldn't really jump on the chance, but okay, King finds himself cheeky little Cryo who was going walkabouts into mid.
That's much needed from Leviathan. Equalizing things that early, that quickly, makes the round much more winnable. And 100 Thieves, yeah, they didn't really get what they were looking for off the back of Timotino's ult. This is a huge clash.
Another clash, yep, another contact play in towards it. Again, to saturate. It's a good chance and a good attempt, really. King even gets Timotino before he goes down here. But it's left LEV in a sore spot indeed. 2v3. Blows still sitting towards the back of the side. Plant down, and PXS being cleaned up. It leaves it just down to Blows, and position noted now. Making sure, look at that, I mean, just doubling up. No gaps whatsoever for 100 Thieves. Really continuing that theme that we saw from them on Bind.
Knocking the economy, giving themselves another opportunity to generate a big snowball. Having said that, though, they did use 2 big ultimates in this round. Arsena popping the null command almost reactively off the pressure that they ran into over towards Art. But they got all the kills they needed. Swept away Lev. Owners having a rough time over there.
Yeah, tension headache going to be forming, I think. Troubling times for Lev. Money not good.
PXS dodging the knife, getting into a position where his headhunter could do some work.
Recall though. He wants to try and make a go of it, spots it, sees the signs of life. Flash, dash, Prowler in your face. Recall towards the back there, the classic right click does its job. Damage done, King could potentially be played in, but PXS will be falling and King choosing not to take that timing. Long range, it's artillery being sent down to see if they can deny that plan, but Salvo's not really doing too much. Underhanded with a flash, but that's a team flash, and that blows, couldn't see much. All supplemented and helped out, reinforced by Asuna towards the back.
And all left on Sato. In a 1v3, this one was just a thrifty for Lev. But Asuna trying to get up to his next ultimate. Goes down.
Almost lining up. But you got to think it's inevitable, right?
There's a backstab coming through. Bang, creeping up behind Sato, and he's not long for this world.
There you go.
Bullets in the back, and a 4-1 lead. Safe pair of hands. But things are not as bad as they were on Bind. The huge snowball that happened there has not occurred just yet. It would be this round that really decides it, though. Round 6 about to come in. Spike and King both with ultimates.
Let's go.
The rest of Lev close. They've got the op, they've got the rifles. If 100 Thieves want to make another pretty perfect attack side, this is an opportunity to crush Lev again. Double dash out really fast over towards A. But meantime, PXS is the one with the chance to get an early pick.
There it is. He's got sight lines. He spots a body, doesn't take the shot, just the TP. Plays his life back.
Crosshair placement was wrong side of the pillar there, so rather than offer any opportunity for Cryo to hit a flick shot, he evacuates. But it's now much more passive lines. You know, early on in the round, we actually had Sato pushed up fairly deep in A main. You know, they had this line, but now have dropped back much further on both sides of the map.
They achieved the objective. They wanted to build up the ultimates.
Bring them down.
Stole the orb away from A main with that early fight.
Yeah, Blow's ult could be absolutely pivotal. Depends how slowly 100 Thieves play. So far, it hasn't been too much of an issue.
A lot of guessing so far from both these teams. I mean, the trademark still up. Peace of mind gathered. Bit of spam into the box as well. So signs of life showcased by 100 Thieves towards it. Even with that util. Nade going to be exchanging for it, but that trademark now dealt with. And now they want to speed it up towards B. Attempted the split, but just the slightest of angles. That's all Spike needs.
It's a good reaction shot.
Asuna's dropped. That's a shot to the legs. Timotino dropped the 30 HP. Now you see it. Rolling out the red carpet. No real kills claimed from this one. Nightfall is going to be second layer to push them back and away. Gives a bit of freedom to plant.
Yeah, no opportunity to deny the spike there. Not where the haunt was supposed to go, but I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference.
Or just repositioning here. Full lane control. Back's being watched. Important fights to be taken here now. Vore's running and gunning around. Lane cleans up. That was Sato late to the fight, but it leaves it now just down to Timotino, and he was weak from earlier. That shot to the shin pays dividends. One bullet's all it takes from blows, and even the res as well to keep him Spike active and in when the money was this low. That's an important one.
Yeah, that was Lev's last chance before the half ran away from them, and they've managed to keep things looking good. 3 ultimates invested, but that's a round where you want to do it. A nice kill from Spike to set them up with the player advantage, and then jumps in with the null command, playing in the rest of his team. They are playing a little bit more fluidly than they were on Bind. You can imagine that the nerves are starting to ease up a little. And they've won a critically important round. So now economy stabilizes.
Yeah.
Ults fairly even, but Sato with a big one.
You want to play? Let's play.
So a chance for Lev to really tip those scales again in their favor.
Oh, what's going on here? You don't normally have your KO tucked into this corner.
Play him in off a play. I mean, Sato must have the ult primed, but it's not where a lot of the action's going to be lying. 100 Thieves are working mid instead.
Whoa!
That's a convergent path to where? Nadia! Bloody hell, Sato! Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, Okay.
I guess if you wanted to be picky, there's no great reason for Asuna to be challenging that, but that was a shot and a half from Sado. An insane shot. I don't think Asuna expected to be punished for that peak.
Any other player, I call that a massive overextension, but he delivers, so I will shut my mouth.
They did trigger that trap very early on, and 100 Thieves have taken a lot of mid control. Lev dropping back into some passive spots, but PXS continuing to hold up close. This TP, though, would double them both up in secret.
Towards the high ground, that's a reveal. Straight for the wall, bit of spam! Yeah, PXS can't get out of there.
Yeah, he got caught by the haunt.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Spike has a flash to play with. Inside the smoke, sitting tight for now. Taps. No util there. Spike potentially caught, but plant down. That was the goal for 100 Thieves. Now retreating into more passive positions, peeling back. A lot of them playing out towards that position. Cryo is getting active though. Aggro onto the lines of that tour de force. Rendezvous off to the side again. He can still be that playmaker. Stun is narrowly avoided. And the shots are rattling, fired off from every single direction here. Hell of a crossfire to be walking into. Lev forced to retreat. King with his tail between his legs.
Yeah, Leviathan's defensive setup over towards A just got completely broken by Vora's haunt.
Oh, yeah.
King's getting some consolation kills really towards the end here. The money is great for 100 Thieves, so those losses don't mean much. They put a couple on the board, but things are still going to get difficult. Here's that haunt I was talking about. You know, PXS has just got no chance of surviving there. No. TP back towards pit.
Last player standing.
King didn't have a smoke in the retake either. He only just got that one online.
He wasn't ready in time.
Nah, it was really, really late. PXS with an ultimate, though, means that Leviathan is still going to be able to buy here. It is a bit more back and forth, more chances for Lev compared to Bind, but 100 Thieves are still in control. And Asuna is one away from getting an ult command. And this ult orb's looking good.
Big connection with a knife.
4 players found with that, I think. And so Sado's going walkabout.
King, it's an attempt to spam as well because, again, eyes on the prize, which is that orb. Like you were talking about, Asuna's going to be able to get his ult online now. A potential exec. Bang trying to hold back. Potential pushes, entreating in, double dash now in towards the lane. Tivatino had that shorty out in case there was somebody there. Spike, slamming him down, back towards position. It's all his territory, will be falling, but King is fast to respond. It's an instant trade, a lot of damage done to Asuna in the process. Presumably from Spike earlier, Leviathan. Heavy-handed, they smack 100 Thieves down when they try to get away with that.
Yeah, that's a GG go next kind of round for 100 Thieves. 2 players just got spammed straight through a smoke. Great anticipation from Spike. He identified what was happening. As soon as the dash comes through. I mean, 100 Thieves have been doing that constantly, haven't they? Follow-up off the Timatino dashes has been really reliable. But in this situation, a bit too predictable. They didn't burn the null command, though, right? They still have Asuna and Timatino's ults to play around as they head deeper into this half.
Yeah.
So it's not a disaster. And they've still got money in the bank as well.
10
Just
seconds
another
left.
round on the board for Lev. Equaling what they managed in that first half of Bind. And an opportunity for 100 Thieves and Lev to discuss what adjustments they want to make going forwards.
Attack was no suppressed. I cut their options.
See how they change it up. I've got to see this from Spike's POV. Look at that damage. That is insane. That's 2 players and then a 140 dink, I believe. That is insane work that he's put into Ozavak. Lever only trailing by 2 rounds.
There's a chance here that they might all get hit by Spike's knife.
Might be the case. This is a double dash primed on either side here. Sado wants to try and make a go for this one. He's dodged the knife. In fact, their own one getting off a little bit faster as well. So that's denied the abilities and any chance of 100 Thieves being able to fight past that initial smoke.
I think it was 4 or 5 players from 100 Thieves caught in that knife.
Like an arms race. Which knife goes off first?
Yeah. But also, it gives you huge information. I'm surprised that Lev aren't trying to push out on other areas of the map. Maybe there were only 4 players detected, because if you've got a full 5, I would imagine the PXS would be taking, you know, a more aggressive line at least over towards B.
Sure, yeah.
But they just leave Timotino here for 100 Thieves. Trying to wrap back into an A push where these ults can make all the difference.
It's on Spike again. Just one player. What can he do from a spot like this? Convergent pass. That's just one. Again, that flash overhead. Sano's going to be dealing with it. Spike now. Time to step up. He's getting reinforcements arriving to try and help him out and take this fight together, but it's a bit whiffy. Aim not quite in the right place at the right time for it. Underhanded with the flash. Looking to see if they can clear and cleave a bit of a path into the rest of this side. Sato!
On for the ace.
4 kills. One more will do it. He claims what he was after, an ace for the young gunner.
Great round from Sato. I actually like the idea from 100 Thieves as well. They did a disguised A split. They made it feel like it was a full A push coming from A main. They even smoked themselves off in art. Sato wasn't full blinded. Just caught a glimpse there of Timotino, shut him down. And then Spike was super aware, actually. Huge credit to Spike, even though it's an ace from Sato, was still aware enough to think about art, even though it looked like a full A main push.
Yeah.
And that info sets up Sato for the rest of the kills.
No fight taken. You're seeing the same knife used against the back wall to deny that one.
Whoa.
What is this? Sato is so damn deep, man! Pushed up! And the overhead with the flash!
Oh, that is so nice.
Crazy setup.
The support utility from Spike is amazing on KO.
Rips away their lives. What a way to be rewarded for it. Still Cryo. He's going hunting. Looking to offset that disadvantage.
He was a monster on bind. Hasn't quite been activated in the same way. Only 5 kills in 10 rounds. Getting Cryo online could accelerate 100 Thieves off and away in control of the game. Can they get him in positions to control the game? So much responsibility on blows tucked into this secret position here. Rookie player, very young. One of the people maybe feeling the nerves that Owner was talking about, and there are people creeping into his sight.
He could be doing a lot from this spot, but the trouble is he is isolated. Spike jumps up with a knife. Information gathered, but that goes both ways. I know Blows is around in that territory yet, just from the suppression. Cryo cleans him up. Trying to bait the shot out. Flash is beautiful. Wonderful connection. Even better peek. King trying to really square up and take those fights to them. Good with the movement, at least gets the 1, but PXS is now placed in a 1v2.
Tough 1v2 as well.
Yeah, with the op.
You don't really want to put the op in a position where you might lose it and have to rebuy, but at the same time, the money's looking good for Leviathan. Bang, though, is a nightmare to deal with. Pull on the Spike at this point would be so tough for PXS to get through, and so he just decides to save, take the easy route.
Yeah.
And I was just crediting Spike for having great supportive util, but Asuna waiting, or Asuna throwing the flash in, and Cryo waiting for it too. He knew he wanted to take a fight over there towards the backside. Here's that first flash from Spike that set up Sato so well. But in the 3v5, they still come out on top.
Yeah. Late timeout here by LEV. I mean, there's about 2 rounds left in the half.
But here, Sato and Spike, that duo, look to try to meet 100 Thieves head on.
Do the set play again. Convergent pass. Sato's got it.
Yeah. Yeah, watch for them being tucked in the cubby.
Play to be made. They hear it. There's a rumble of the footsteps overhead with the flash as well. Sato gearing up and eager to draw blood. Takes out his adversary. Opponent on the other side of things. Asuna trying to really leap in like a salmon upstream. This guy won't stop. No command even popped off. And the team happy to just reciprocate and clean up the rest of them. That's going to be a res online. Asuna not really any worse for the wear. Bang. Slipping his way in.
I think King might have heard that, and yeah.
Yeah, the smoke.
Seeing the smoke, you've got to expect that somebody slipped through. And when he doesn't see anyone headed towards the B site, he might get the idea now that Bang slipped towards water. But even if he has the read, it's way too late. 100 Thieves now control the whole right side of the map.
Very good awareness here by Bang. PXS is still thinking about it. It was calm, but that is damage done. Dropped down to 2 HP.
And I think at this point you just need to save.
I mean, that's a play made, right?
Yeah, you've got no chance here. I like the early aggression from Leviathan, getting the opening pick again. We might be looking at the stats at the end of this game with first kill disparity towards LEV, despite the fact that 100 Thieves are ahead. But in a 4v2 situation here, LEV are not even going to go for it, just playing for round 12. And it's Arsena who really makes the play to change that fight over towards the top of B.
Jumping in front of his own underhanded flash.
Yeah,
so that they will be turned away.
Yeah.
So we can take a better fight.
And he's also popped the null command too, so he's not worried about getting knocked.
Even if he goes down.
Going for the flash and the jump is actually really nice tech. A lot of the time, if people are full blind, they're going to be aiming at where your head is. And, you know, if you've ever played Phoenix or KO in ranked, a lot of the time you're going to flash and then swing straight into their pre-fire spam even when they're blind. But if you jump, they're only leg shotting or body shotting you instead. And Arsena, one of those players who knows exactly how to maximize jumping around in this game.
Oh, yeah. You see it again on that replay. Real clean stuff from Sato again, but the immediate answer back. That is real nice.
That one's dead.
Just snapping straight to the heads.
You guys are him. You guys are him. Yeah, you were.
And this round here, round 12, this is the difference because you go from respectable 7-5 to potentially quite dire 8-4. Very important now for LEV.
PXS has a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. Bottom of the scoreboard, with the chamber, with the op, he's going for the jump-up play.
PXS, chance, he's spotted it. Cryo, potentially there, but he's just dropped off the box.
He gives it up. Twice now that we've been watching PXS, a little scared of Cryo.
Chance of that heads in. Honestly, who can blame him? After performance from map 1, Cryo. Unstoppable object, really. Or removable.
There is so many angles here that Cryo could be playing from. Either side of pillar, tucked left, close right.
100 Thieves looking to apply pressure out towards lane. Pulling some support away from B. Might make Cryo's life a little bit easier.
Both flashes invested just for King to clear this.
Yeah, overhead. Here's a clash. Potentially occurring. Not much in the way of util. Just a Prowler. Saturate is immediate. Goes on either side here. Sees alongside it. It's an abundance of util, but no real ground gained.
They're going back over towards that insert from Cryo early on.
30 seconds left.
Once more, PXS is the player with the responsibility for LEV.
Time potentially being a bit of a problem. Sato still has an ult in his back pocket and now making the call as well. They've got the right read on this one. It's heading over towards B. Nightfall forwards. PXS holds it down with the ground that he's got. What a pick. Timotino's gone. King really raring to go. Rest of his team running their way forwards, shutting the door in the face of 100 Thieves. Final round around 12 will ensure that it is a respectable finish towards it. Consolation kills in the end, but it was that round win that LEV were after. 7-5. Now for the scoff hat.
A much more respectable half compared to Bind. And so far they've won every pistol. Remember that as we head into the next half. But they have thrown away every follow-up after winning. They can't allow that same problem to occur as we head into round 13. This is much better looking from LEV on their opponent's map pick.
Definitely feeling much more warmed up here on the big stage. Potentially those nerves playing a part, but for now we're going to send it down to the stage. Liz is standing by with a very familiar face.
Was the young guy, the zoomer on the team. And now he's the experienced guy, the veteran.
Grizzled vet. Yeah.
Is he grizzled?
He's got the stubble for it.
Well, LEV will be hoping to continue this pistol dominance they've had and then actually convert it into something a little better. 2 sheriffs for Sato on blows. Timotino sneaking up.
Sights. Yeah, that's going to be Saturate to push it back. Rendezvous to respect it, and now Arc Control going to be gained for LEV.
Timo looking to push this 1v1 really deep into A main.
I'm really eager to take that fight. Damage done. No kill claimed, but he's dominated control over towards A main, and that's an important little point in the overall macro.
Don't miss me too much.
Unfortunately, though, Vora can't really rotate to go and help B.
Nade.
He's got to be worried about the water.
He's going to sail overhead. Sato was very much isolated, but he's got the refract to get back to his team.
They didn't break the trip. I'm not sure they even saw it, actually.
Yeah.
Cryo's tucked it a little bit around the corner. And now that's getting such good information for them in this mid to late round. Back into Timo.
This is where that prior space that he got is so damn important. Spots it. Shoulder, there was a chance really for LEV to punish. He's going to be hearing that footsteps now. That's a lot of presence. Multiple players now Trying to assail his position. Smokes not quite blossomed them yet into the choke. In their own faces, really cutting them out of the picture. And there's damage done. This is all just through the smokes again. How is Blows finding this? Alongside Sato, shoulder to shoulder. Barely any time to work with. Hold on, that's straight through the wall. Asuna, it's denying his plans. A few more shots straight to the dome could potentially do it. It needs to be defended. Blows. He's really up for the challenge and that task. It's damage done though. Weakened. Asuna in a 1v4 though, and rapidly approaching. Reflanking around. We've seen this one before. King. It's going to be that insurance policy. Making sure that it can't quite go amiss. Hold up, Sato. Locks it up.
There was an
and as I said, there was King.
Yeah, there was an insurance policy anyway. King coming up around the back, but Asuna certainly making them sweat a little. I can't believe that we're talking about this again. Lev winning literally every pistol so far. 4 for 4.
That's
how
ridiculous.
those shots came through exactly, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Pretty ridiculous, yeah. But this next round is everything, right? Lev have thrown these away with an outrageous level of consistency. They've got to convert here. 3 Bulldogs, an Outlaw. Yeah. A lot of the time it's Timotino jumping in and wrecking this round.
Knife is good, cancels out the drone. Cryo allowed to play forwards, he hears it, footsteps forwards, and rare miss honestly. We've seen this code ahead and to be deadly accurate.
Yeah, it goes into the body of Sato.
It's part of the reason why 100 Thieves have been so successful on these ecos following up after losing a pistol.
Yeah, it really is.
So making sure that you spot out where Cryo is and maybe avoid him.
Lead him out of the headhunter bullets.
Yeah.
He's only got 3 left. He can only kill 3 of you, unless you line up.
Worst case scenario.
Lev, though, you've got to be feeling a little bit of fear, you know, as you're running around the map here, because you've lost 3 of the rounds like this. Most teams are converting them about 90% of the time. You've got a 0% conversion rate.
It's really, yeah, it's quite odd.
And 100 Thieves have gambled perfectly here.
Ooh,
surely it can't happen again.
Not again, but that's 5 players. Again. That's 5 players. In the right place, 35 seconds left. If Lev's sniffing out, there's potential they could get a bit of a mad dash going.
30 seconds left.
Knife. That's going to be onto a multitude of players. They make the call.
Surely you saw everyone.
25 seconds left.
Are they committing?
The tap, seeing if they can force out the response. That is a lot of util flying forwards. Cryo, he's found one. Spike, there's 18 seconds left. Here it is. The scenario we're talking about now. No one's going to be home onto the B site. Double dash has to be used. The spike was handed over. It's like passing a baton in a relay race here just to get themselves in.
6 seconds on the clock. And Sato plunges the spike into the ground. This round does look like it should be a little bit more stable. A fight happening in mid-PXS with the better gun. Doesn't matter.
This is where it gets dangerous. There's no way it's going to be 4 for 4. 4 pistol rounds won, 4 ecos lost out for Lev, potentially, but they've got to try and lock it all down now, hold it down at that, the recall. I'm going to saturate, that is lovely work.
And surely that's it.
Yeah, there has to be, already with that damage done. There it is, finally. The conversion off the back of the pistol. Wouldn't normally be cheering them on, but it's been a hard grab for them, so.
It really has. So now Lev finally can actually get some momentum, get their feet underneath them at the beginning of one of these halves. It's been their biggest problem in the match so far.
Shit.
Biggest celebration you'll ever see for winning a round 14.
Yeah.
But Sato's one away from an ult, and now the game completely changes. Every time at the beginning of these halves, we've been talking about 100 Thieves starting to generate these ult cycles, and now Lev are in the driver's seat with a chance to get a bonus round going.
Sato was primed there with a dash. And now you're seeing it. Stars lay it down, conversion pass onto the left. Is that ult up? Dashing forward, straight into their own salvos. Hold on! Cryo! Where's he getting that one from? I believe potentially the Haunt and the reveal off into the corner. All-man kill. Timotino repositions off to the side, not enough to deny that plant in time.
Sato landed inside his own team's salvos there from the Teo, too.
Weird spot to be placed in. Underhanded. Spike just doing that one purely off instinct, hoping that players already pressed up. 100 Thieves, though, starting to scale now efficiently, effectively. Blinded up, but spam into the corner. That's Asuna removed the tap. Looking for the next layer of things here. Pull is forced out. Util starting to fall out of their pockets, and Leviatana really collecting all sorts of kills.
And there's the difference that it makes. As soon as they don't throw away that follow-up after the pistol, they've got a chance to convert. Work that well off the back of Sado's ult.
Yeah.
But once you got the spike in the ground, you've got chances to win. And here it's that flash play from Asuna. This time actually Asuna not jumping after the underhand flash. And it costs him, because those double blinded players over towards Hard just go for the spam and take him down. Spike 2 away from getting an ult command. That's the ult you're looking towards for Lev to continue generating momentum. Turn his snowball into an avalanche.
3 suppressed.
Big knife. Cancels the drone, gets a bit of info.
Timatino with a Bucky is my player to watch in this one. If something was going to go wrong for Lev.
I mean, he's been a menace, hasn't he, with his shotguns?
I was going to say that, actually. Cryo with the headhunter.
He double dashed up with a Bucky onto B long. All the way up.
Wow.
Weapon handed over.
And I thought it was Cryo that was the danger in mid. Vora just pushes with the Sheriff.
He's handed it over to Cryo. Health advantage. Cryo's been shooting.
Yeah, that's a win condition on defense. Activate Cryo. Hasn't had a dominant map so far, but he's always got that potential when he's on chamber. He can take over at any moment.
45 seconds. 100 Thieves retreated into a bit more passive positions. Contacting up.
Cryo is here.
Cryo's here, and looking for that fight. He wasn't really set up for it entirely. Spike over the shoulder, dismisses Vora. Wave of his hands. Dasher forwards again, spotting out where Bang could be. Does get the one towards the back of the side. Asuna needs to be cleaned up. Will do in good time.
Actually, a really nice, clean anti-eco conversion there once they hit the A site from Lev. Spike getting them, Sado getting them that opener. And as soon as Cryo fell, the rest of the dominoes quickly followed. A nice shot from Blows as well, who's shooting back.
These players are activated.
Yeah, they are. And I think 100 Thieves should be slightly worried about what's happening now. Null command online for Spike. Chances for this to get out of control. And Cryo's not shooting the same way that he was on Bite. He's not on a bad map. You can't expect him to always be winning every one that he's got.
Yeah.
But he was the player on Bite.
At Bind, it's a little bit, I mean, a little bit more predictable in terms of the way that you're going to be taking the fights too. It's smaller.
Yeah, I think so. But also, there are opportunities for chamber players or just contact agents in general to dominate on Pearl.
For sure. Just a bit more spread out.
And this time he's on the wrong side of the map.
Yeah. No command emanates out here from Spike. He's looking to take this one a bit of a split over towards A. Hold on to the Spike. To escort this one all the way into the A side, but 100 Thieves are gearing up themselves. They can go back in with no command of their own. Timatino, that's a bit of spam as well. Straight through that smoke, catching it onto the cross with Sato down. Big openings and big win cons. Shotgun! Timatino, he has been that guy, but
he's just trying to punish the reload there from Spike.
Down.
Missed the shot with the shorty. And let Spike get off.
There's this operator out through the main choke point. No command forwards as well, trying to lead the charge. Asuna not quite going for first. Vora picked off in the midst of all of this one.
Pull, salvo. So much stuff to get through.
Way too many tools, to be honest. It looks like it's going to be a Lev round win. First contact again, seeing that nobody's quite on it. Salvos to force the issue out. Yes, the kills are going away of 100 Thieves, but it's that time pressure. Talked about it right at the beginning of this map, but Leviathan's comp, if you let them get into the sights like that, with salvos and pulls, the time pressure is immense.
Even with a player advantage, 100 Thieves are not able to pull off the retake.
Yeah, it's really filthy stuff to try and get through.
And it's technically a Red Bull clutch there for King, but the kill from Spike is important, but it's that constant pressure that the Tejo and Astra are putting on you. Tactical timeout being taken here for 100 Thieves. Their first one of the match for 100 Thieves. He's going glass cannon operator this round. It's a big one.
Yeah, it's a massive one.
No ultimates on the board. PXS taking a peek.
Overhead with the knife. It's a tag on either side, to be honest. It's both chambers caught by that. Sound was in through mid. It's a fast take. The VCT looking to make sure that they can lay claim to a lot of this space. And this is a thorn now in the side of 100 Thieves. Mid has been compromised.
I think the salvo was used there to take down that trip. They're aware that something's going on in mid.
Flash, re-clear. 100 Thieves are making all the noise here to make sure that they're known. Timotino was just walking around there.
On fire. Good shutdown, because Sado was applying a lot of pressure through the middle of the map.
Yeah.
And 100 Thieves actually have still got to drop back and cover water.
Yeah, they might have got the one kill, but they don't know how many more players were behind Sato.
This is one of those rounds where Cryo is providing value by giving them information towards B, but he's not in a position to get kills. So again, it comes down to the people on the other side of the map. Vora, bang.
Stack towards it, smokes in your face. Spike steadily trying to see if he can clear most of the way into it, but that's a fight taken. Bang!
He looked back towards the Prowler.
Yeah, the time to strike was there.
30 seconds left.
Not much time left in the bank. Blows. So scored this Spike forwards, but there's no one in a position to really help him even plant. I mean, main control sure. King is going to be waiting behind, but sees overhead. And now he's essentially stuck here. Has an ult.
But if he can get out,
yeah,
they've got this outrageous post-plant ability. They've still got pull, salvo.
Now.
Using the ult now?
The gap to play in. Yeah, Timotino's just pressed forwards. I mean, it's worked almost into his favor. Dropped down to 5 HP, though. Just from that side damage that was coming in, laid out. Blows is not playing his life in this spot. Could be playing it with the salvos, instead cleaned up. Fights opted into, plays into 100 Thieves' hands, and they do stem that bleeding. They stop that roll of rounds at level getting him on board.
Quite a strange round from Leviathan. Very contacty. Two players just walking into the A site. Maybe King will try to abuse that in more of a structured way later on. And then deciding to go for the aggressive option in the post plan, rather than playing the cringe setup.
Nice! Let's go, guys!
Decided to opt into honest Valorant.
Timo believes, though. Coming out the back of that round, they're first on the defense side. But I think there's a lot of options here for King. He's realized that mid is pretty weak. He's realized they're holding A pretty passive.
Yeah.
Plenty of ways that King can call here to try to explode the 100 Thieves defense. But they mix it up and put Cryo on a bit more of an aggro angle on A.
Big mix-up, really, as well.
Back in a flash.
Moving forwards, bullets flying forward, saturated as well, trying to get that double peek online. Timotino, not eager, we're just pushing it back. He wants to go for the kill. Potential for blood, refract back. We'll have to respect most of that. Salvos at the feet of Bang, convergent paths. This is essentially a solo play. Bang is just trying to help out from the sides. It was a reactive saturate, I think, on the other side of things. So Timotino, he couldn't push off his own ult. 1-for-1, 4v4.
There's a real difference in levels of aggression from these two chamber players. PXS has not been looking for the aggro lurk over towards B.
Yeah.
Flash re-clear from 100 Thieves as well, just confirms that. And on the other side of the map, Cryo holding quite a deep position. Can he timing the drone?
Really looking towards it, breaks it instead.
But sticks around.
See if he could pull him back. He has the trip for peace of mind towards Art. But not for much longer. If he gets smoked off, it's a real trouble for them. Lev.
Even if the trip just gets broken, he can't.
Yeah.
I mean, he can TP. It goes back over towards
30
Secret. He is
seconds left.
protected by a wall.
They're smoking it off. They're breaking it. Okay. And here's the pressure. What does Cryo want to do? Steps up, tries to take the fight. Spike was ready for it.
First time where we've seen Cryo in a position to win the round and get shut down rather than avoided. And time low for Lev, but they put themselves in a good position. And it's still King, blows alive. No salvos though this time. And King not in a position really to use a safe pull. He's stuck.
A big player advantage though, at least up by one. Level looking to see if they can fight this one forwards. They're just hiding in the smoke for now. The Haunts is a massive reveal. Comes down to the gunfights. Which way do they land? And the cards are dealt. It's a very wide face, grouped up. Not quite cowering, but with the backs against the wall, it's Lev who do get it done.
It's claustrophobic positioning for Lev, but like you say, they shoot their way out of that situation and put another one on the board on the attack side. 6-1 in terms of this half. They're running away with things. Nothing's really working here for 100 Thieves, even though they went for that. You know, the re-clears are actually getting them some decent information, but then they can't stop the plant from going down.
Yeah.
And in post-plant spots, Lev are really comfortable. I think 100 Thieves are going to have to try to flood defend more, if they can. Letting this comp get into post-plant spots is killing them.
Looking towards mid.
Doing a thing.
Main though for Lev. Flash peek. Few footsteps heard here, Sato. We want away now from the ult. Mid completely taken up though by 100 Thieves in the midst of all of this.
Trademark is down for a moment. Cryo hears it come back up.
Very deep positioning. Cryo expecting quite a bit here. We'll have to respect that drone. Didn't want to get suppressed out into the open.
And just like that, they know where Cryo's playing. If there was ever a time to go for an A split, I think it would be now. Maybe a bit of a B fake first, put pressure, see if they can break the Trademark. But I would imagine this is ending over towards A, because you just want to avoid this guy, especially with the tour de force.
Flash salvo, Cryo tried to be rooted to the spot there to ensure that they couldn't cross into lane.
He's been given a couple of opportunities, but he's
To the
missing.
high-low. Backing away, 100 Thieves. They've been holding that one for a while. Looking to get contested, but his contact plays on contact plays. A main also compromised.
30 seconds left.
There are 3 players on A right now, though. They could still try to fight this plant.
Bam's going to be deading that one. Smoke to split up most of the site. Nightfall on top of it as well. This is a really sticky spot to be placed into. The pressure's immediately on here for LEV, but no denial at the plant. They're able to get this one down, but the spam goes both ways. Gunfire. Spike is very low. Double digits. One more bullet will do it, even if it is through the wall. The reload on point, and they're just trying to follow the, essentially, waves emanating out from that no command to see if they can counter spam him, but somehow Spike still lives. Still forward, still taking these fights. He knows where the players might be, and this guy is a menace. They can't remove him right now from this spot. Cosmic Divide splits it up. That's a nade towards your back, and finally they deal with him. That wall is becoming a bit of a problem. Sound cue's heard, trying to block this one. We've seen this one before, but not quite on it. LEV, time to push forwards. They have to try and get a handle onto this one, but the Trademark slowed down. No time, no time. Leviathan are going to be up to 12.
Match
100
point.
Thieves got themselves in a position to try to pull off that retake, but they took so long dealing with Spike.
Yeah.
I mean, how much health did he have? It was almost single digits.
30-something.
Yeah, and he's running around default,
I'm done.
putting pressure down, ends up getting the kill out of Timotino full blind as well.
Enemy remaining.
This year.
And then an absolutely crucial pick towards the end of the PXS. I don't know quite how he got it, but manages to get the diffuser. And I think that made all the difference in the end. 4 opportunities to close this one out. It took more than that.
Was all it's going to take here for LEV, and they will be bringing us to map 3 split. It's been one hell of a match so far, I'm not going to lie. It's 2 teams closely contesting each other.
I was really impressed with how 100 Thieves looked so clean on by.
Misses the haunt.
Some of that seems to have disappeared a little.
Tino wants to take a peek. Convergent pass at your feet. What is that? Under pressure. Really doing it all. Sato feeling like he has to really step up. Timotino. My God, man! Can't be stopped. Holding it down at a choke point, and he wants that ace. Lowers anything. TP away to bait and switch.
PXS escapes all the way from Art back into A main. Can he get it? 19 HP.
Close angle comes under reaction times. There it is!
Seen a bunch of them today. Day 2 of Americas, ace after ace. This one's impressive as well. That second kill is lovely onto blows. Goes back, deals with his opposition, Sato.
In the moment decision making as well when he knows, okay, the ults are ramping up, gets ahead of the convergent pass, takes the fight to them.
Let's go!
When LEV aren't ready, Util in their hands, potentially just running up to catch up.
And that's a big round.
Shot him all the way up.
Sato used his ultimate there. Lever now on an eco.
You want to
4
play,
chances down to 3.
play.
And 100 Thieves should be favored to win this one too.
Still, danger lurks around every corner. Looking like they're gearing up for a bit of an A split. But thoroughly holding it down into A main. Big priority in terms of control. Cryo.
Yeah, looking to go forwards, using Timotino as bait.
Never taking it in a different direction though. This is the time to be a bit cheeky, unorthodox when it comes to your play. Convergent pass offloaded. Sato as a judge trying to hold it down. Not quite the angle for the job, yet still that's a Trademark slowing down these players at the 4. This is where it gets messy. Potentially a killer mistake to make.
Lev pumped the brakes. Oh, this puts Bang in such a difficult position. He's getting pinched.
Everywhere right now in the spot. Shot goes wide, tour de force, but he's anticipating a bit of a re-swing, potentially there. Bang! Assailed from every angle. Still stands on top.
The hero
30 seconds left.
fended off attack after attack. Head on a swivel. King creeps up from behind, but
Not
he's
much he can do here.
Surely going to
Yeah.
get shut down.
That was very, very dangerous for a second. 100 Thieves feeling like they were on the cusp of just being sent straight to split.
Still huge opportunities for that, though. 2 more rounds. And Lev are going to be on max loss bonus if they do lose this one, so they'll still be able to scrap up a bye.
In theory, that was supposed to be the easy round.
Yeah. And it nearly went very wrong.
Nice, Sean, baby. Let's go one at a time, guys. One at a time. Let's go.
Just focus on the next. Owner a bit frustrated that they weren't able to capitalize on that one. And calls attack timeout. These next 2 rounds, you can give really clear instruction as to how you what's going on. They've left the A side of the map a bit weaker, and Lev are set up for an A split. So if Lev are really fast off the back of this, they might catch a timing where there's still 3 players setting up Cryo on that line at B.
Locating targets.
Steadily walking up.
Yeah, they're not quick about it though, are they?
No.
Lev are cautious. So this is going to give time for Timotino and for Asuna to reposition and strengthen the A side of the map.
A lot of control given up though for 100 Thieves. They're really in a position to flood defend here. Vora looking to evacuate, just back himself out. Again, the position that they're placed in.
Surely you play this round to deny the plan.
You can't let them get it down. Nor the amount of tools that they've got available. Timotino just doesn't quite miss the shot under that amount of pressure. Now they're going to be rolling out that red carpet. Salvo's on top of it. Too many fights to be taken in way too many directions. 100 Thieves. Leviathan bring it down to that 2v2. Spike reclaimed. It's explosive as anything. Trademark not broken. That's going to reveal that positioning. Asuna is alone.
Yeah, but now Asuna's got to be worried about being pushed, about potentially Lev taking a
Exactly.
timing through market, or through art, sorry, over towards B.
Spike in their laps. Oh, that's really risky to peek it like that, but one way to clear it. Rebound, nade. Doesn't go in the direction I think he was perhaps hoping for. Asuna reveals his position, slowly creeping and encroaching onto it. It's all onto Cryo, and he can't do it. Leviathan from the brink. They finally get themselves rolling on that second half of Pearl, and they send it straight to split. On. Grasp every opportunity you can to move ahead steadily. Leviathan. There's 100 Thieves, and there's 100 Thieves that are grouped up here on this pistol very early on. All 5 steadily going to be walking their way past this wall. Through that's going to be stray shots, blows. Doesn't get a connection.
I'm surprised that Sato doesn't have a gate crash to go and help blows over here.
Wait, this is an ancient strat. I've seen this from 100 Thieves before.
in first strike.
Yeah, I mean, listen, going all the way back here, walling off out towards vents. That's going to be tricky to deal with.
It's a very fast flank coming through from King and Sato.
Potentially held and managed. Cryo's going to be watching. Hold on. Whack-a-mole. There's too many heads to account for. That's going to be the flank. Gone, done. Cryo's trying to hold this one back, and it's pushed Timotino into a bit of an awkward spot. Jump spotting, clean with the movement, and even cleaner from Leviathan's side of things. Making sure to combine it all. Nothing out of sync. Slow orb to try and slow down the approach, but this is a dire position to be placed in. Backs against the wall. Asuna is forwards, trying to step up towards it, maybe get lucky with the right clicks. Golden Horseshoe not in sight.
Yeah, they didn't have a flash to even play off there towards the end from Vora. Really difficult to win a 2v3 situation like that. And a very clean pistol from Lev. They knew exactly what they wanted to do. Quad push down mid, get 2 players through water, and this play was so silly to watch from Cryo's perspective. And even this, I mean, going for the jump peek there from Sato and then punishing Timotino. Everybody from Lev combining together to get the punish on ramp. Very clean, very practiced. Can they ever lose a pistol? I mean,
Currently 100%, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty absurd.
100% on the pistol rounds.
It's this round that's been the troublemaker.
Be right back.
Surely they broke the curse on Pearl.
Yeah, you got to think they have. I mean,
Surely.
buck the trend.
Asuna playing to get the res up as early as possible. It's not really an ultimate that you can build a game plan around on the attack side, but it is their closest to getting online, so why not?
Make a lot of sense.
And it might allow them to do more aggressive stuff with Timotino.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Sage buffs definitely don't hurt.
No, you can res him from a mile away.
Yeah. In presence, a lot of footsteps being made, and that means respect showcase. PXS does not want to get ran down. Snakebite offloaded at his feet.
Good to relieve that pressure.
Yeah, and you're corralling 100 Thieves around. You got to know the rough positioning.
Probably going to send him back into Spike Scene, who has a saturate to play around.
It's a really nasty angle.
Where's he got that refract going back to?
Not too sure, but it's going to be faded anyway. Sees is good. Pushes Timotino straight into him. The spam going back and forth. He's almost gone down for the count. 28 health left. Dropping down.
30 seconds
Game
left.
and a question of damage.
Giant death ball for 100 Thieves, all with classics.
Spike is essentially the only person holding back Heaven.
King might have a little angle. I don't think he
He's
does.
got a stinger. This is the thing. This is not a weapon for the job from a long-range angle. He's playing close quarters now, cutting it up. Now time is on the side of Leviathan to be able to hopefully play this down and out. King is dropped. Gone. That's going to be a plant down with no real issues. All committed. Broken, at least partially here. Bank's position is spotted out. We'll use the TP to reposition at that.
These rounds should not be this difficult.
It's Leviathan showing them really a little bit too much respect, I think. Asuna swinging wide. Sada connects at least with a second shot.
PXS.
Damage done. PXS has gone down to full damage. Sato is going to do it all from this spot now. And wow, the classic right click. It's happened again.
How does it keep happening?
How many rounds?
How does it keep happening? 100 Thieves win another round 2. When both of them unbind, one of them on Pearl. Yeah, Spike on such low HP, being the only player there. King not getting inside of his smoke, playing a solo position again. And what's happened to PXS?
Yeah.
What are his ankles made out of?
They are giving 100 Thieves so much map control.
Well, they
So much respect.
They just deathballed through mid, back and forth, looking to try to generate a pick. I think it's, yeah.
But it's passive angles, Tim. I mean, listen.
I'd just like to see them playing together in those spots.
I'm not going to critique them anymore.
Well,
We're going to leave that in the past.
until we get to round 14.
Yeah, and then it happens again. Then we can revisit the conversation, but...
It's not like they've been struggling in general with
No,
anti-ecos,
no,
I don't
no.
think. It's just specifically coming out of the pistol. I suppose credit to 100 Thieves for playing these rounds to win them as well.
Yeah.
Rather than just playing them to, you know, as throwaways. Asuna's got the res online, which is helpful in these kind of rounds, actually. When you're playing an anti-eco and you're going to be deathballed together, making sure that you don't let anything slip. But they've got a free B site here.
Yeah, it's just going to be clean as anything. No one's home.
I mean, I think you give the plant to Timotino. Yeah, they're going to go for it. You try to get this ultimate online. Timotino can try to push as well. Lev should be trying to die to Spike in this situation. Not this Spike. The explosion. So
Deny the ult orbs. I mean, it's been a major pain point, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You lose these second rounds, 100 Thieves. As a team.
give it about 20 seconds, and then Timotino should actually go and try to hunt. Go with the Outlaw, something like that. Maybe the Guardian. There he goes.
Nice and early. No scope. There we go. Not even to the chest. He just adjusts straight to the head.
And now he's 2 away.
Yeah. He's happy with it. Was considering going... Oh. Refract. To the edge. Double dash. He wants to go for it, doesn't he? Shotgun
He's done
goes down. That is a lot of value to be gained, isn't it?
That's
4 kills.
exactly what
Gets
he's
his
looking
ult.
for. Yeah, he was 2 away towards the end. Gets a kill with a shorty and dies. Not to the spike, but to a player. The optimization
scenario.
of these like ult details has been really, really good from 100 Thieves today. It's something that's very present, top of mind for them. And it's made a big difference.
Playing some spreadsheet Valorant.
Yeah, it was one of the biggest reasons that they won on Bind.
I got an extra one! Give me that shit!
Yeah. But it's big, man. Ult online now. Conversion pass.
Bang going for the teleport play into B. Making sure that the defenders are not fighting over this space. They need it because they can pop out of here with Teemo's ult. And King is going to be in a world of hurt. The further forward he can play, he might actually dodge it.
Oh, that's a spam. Potentially seeing just the leg sticking out there.
Yeah,
Tiniest of gaps.
He's got a one-way setup. I'm surprised that Teemo didn't launch the ultimate, but they've got the res here.
Could go for it. They're going to wall first.
They're
Play on
gonna
top
wall
of it. They're going to double swing. Res, double swing. When it starts to get punished by, what a play in the moment. That is some Sage value. Even gets the heal online. Look, Bang is topped all the way up to 100.
And now you've still got the option of playing around Timotino's ult. PXS looking to try to make the play. This is aggressive.
Very aggro, trying to take a time and pass. That Trailblazer Cry was ready for it, though. It was whiffy in the end.
Sado's turn.
Sado taking a peek. I clear this. Yeah, I mean, this is Slapdash.
Low's turn.
Not quite put together, is it?
30
Yeah,
Please
seconds
stop
left.
feeding. Please stop feeding.
Well, trickling out one by one, and now it's actually a case where you need these rifles. You've got to play to save at this point.
Yeah.
Level one of those teams that we've seen with Ono, with King. They do like to save more than other teams, but this is a spot where it's completely justified.
I don't want to say this is the same as Bind, but it's a round win.
Yeah.
They only had to use one ult for it.
If Spike and Blows both died, then it would feel a bit like Bind, where you've got this massive momentum going because the economy would be in a really bad spot. I think it's bad enough that Timotino didn't have to use his ultimate. He just sent it into B, died. They got a really nice play with the Sage value, like you were saying, to get the punish onto King. And King was forced to play a little bit further forwards. I think because you just don't want to be sat in the normal position and get hit with the Waylay ult.
Yeah. 100 Thieves are playing some like wine-swirling Valorant right now. I really feel like I should be lounging back, just really appreciate. Look at this frame here. This is where they prioritized this on.
Yeah, they are playing the thinking man's game today.
Yeah.
The details are really nice. And Lev devolved into just taking individual plays. The Himatron?
The Himatron? Listen, don't ask me, Josh. We are chopped and unk, so we're not going to know.
Well, Lev didn't have enough to buy in this round, despite saving 2 rifles. So it's kind of just as bad as if those 2 had gone down. They'll have a bit more punch in this round, so they've got more chances of upsetting the apple cart. But generally speaking, 100 Thieves have got a good opportunity here to get more and more and more rounds on the board.
Yeah, waiting out these timings. Refract, burnt. Spike is hard committed. He can double dash to potentially escape from this.
He wants to get in front of Cryo's util.
Deadly position. Just gets the one, and will get out.
That's really nice. That is the value he needed, and he knows that there's multiple players over towards A.
Bang. Sniffing around towards mid. Sato inserted. It's a slide off angle. Hold on, the shots rattling. Even just with that classic in hand, it is cleaned up by Vora.
Going 1 for 2 there, though, is not bad for 100 Thieves. Sorry, not bad for Lev when they're on the weaker buy.
King can dominate this B main angle as well. So if they try and assert themselves onto the site, get this plan online, they know that it's compromised. Or at least they have an inclination at it.
He's taking a long-range fight here, though, against
Yeah.
Cryo. Got to keep things short range with the Stinger King.
Body's on the line.
30
King is
seconds
cleaned up. Cryo would have been able to handle it regardless of the outcome. Onto the site is Blows. Any coverage here? Vora, hold on.
Planted.
That's getting a bit messy.
Aims all
Vora's
over
up
the place.
to 4. It is an ace. It is a chance, but that's denied by Cryo. They'll take the round win. They'll be happy with that. Because this is a steamroll.
Timotino still hasn't had to use the Waylay ultimate.
Nope.
They can still concoct some kind of set play off the back of it. It's what they were so good at on Bind. Very reactive, using that all over the map. But now Lev have got their weaponry back. That previous round was just cobbled together by. This time, Sado with an operator. He's waiting to get maximum value out of his gate crash, and then he's going to take it over towards B main.
This Spike, though, that's going to be the one to receive not this contact. It was tucked side of the wall. Prowler, Spike, even with that peak. Asuna is the one to fall.
Is that spam? Pre-fire? Asuna hits the deck either way. And that was just as Timotino was about to use the Waylay ultimate.
Yeah, considering using it. Couldn't have been better in terms of the timing. Push may have been stunted enough for now. Bang, trying to get the clearance online. He's got it.
He's got 2 players to deal with over here.
Wall's going to be dropping. Spike, yeah, okay.
That is dangerous.
Real dangerous.
Messed up the timing there.
And here it is, convergent pass. They know that there's a player can be isolated towards that position. It's sidestep for now, though, looking to work their way towards A. There is one player, blows on site, anchoring out towards elbow. This is a really weird scenario. King walking around, spots the gun out. Wide, Seekers now to see if he can find a way back in. PXS, just the one before the trade is inside again, but there's many more obstacles in front of you. 2 players of 100 Thieves to stand against this. The paranoia is going to do a lot to stunt that. Slow down. Blazer with the clearance.
30 seconds left.
Time is not on 100 Thieves' side either.
No, and a bit of discipline is all it's really going to take at this point. Sato sitting nice towards the back there. Sight line on the cross. Vora, weak as anything, but the health is not going to matter with a shot to the chest from the op. Still wide miss. Luckily, plenty of players waiting to pick up those pieces.
Important from LEV. They've stabilized earlier and earlier on each of the maps.
Yeah.
Bind complete runaway train. I can't remember exactly what the score was. Maybe 7-1, something like that, before they eventually responded. Pearl a little bit earlier. They were able to get up after 5-1. And now here, only 4-1. And they're able to respond with their second and start to stabilize the economy. Get their own ults going. More back and forth. And it has been the defense half where they've struggled. On attack, Yoruwele should be fine.
Flash double dash again. Timotino happy to claim a lot of that space. That's a deep TP as well from the Omen. Bang, utilizing that ulti. Completely taken up B main control, or B heaven, I should say. Sato still sat towards the back of the site. He's looking for a chance to really come online, but that flash is perfect again, just to push him back and away. 100 Thieves trying not to give anything up at all, but that TP, King unaccounted for. PXS finding his place and his positioning now, really supporting the rest of LEV to get into the fight. Still anyone's game though, especially when a kill is returned like that. It's not drift even going to be used. Sato trying to get in, see if he can pinpoint where the player positionings are. Spike spotted. Saturate down, that convergent pass is going to be huge. Everybody pushed into the maw. Open arms here, and the action goes away, Leviathan.
That's really great positioning from Spike.
Yeah.
Even if Asuna decides to take the challenge over towards B main, he's got the Saturate to deal with that. So Asuna can't stick around, and then when he leaves, we just saw it in the X-ray. All 3 of those players perfectly lined up for his ult. That's a really nice beat retake protocol, sending Uwele deep on the flank like that with the ult.
1 enemy remaining.
Showcasing that LEV have got some nice ideas with the ult rounds as well. And this is now much more back and forth. 100 Thieves are still not in a really dangerous position where they'd have to eco. But they're meeting more resistance.
Early slow orb. Sato won't be able to peek into this one. It's been held. Bangs on the other side of it. Sato hoping that someone will cross forwards, trying to take that control and space over towards B main. Bit of a stalemate chord 4, but this is LEV finding a lot more aggro in terms of just trying to deny the util, deny a bit of space to 100 Thieves. Was a bit of a pain point earlier. Like Spike, you said, coming online with the adjustments faster.
Yeah, Spike's doing a good job of shutting down these cryo lurks as well. Every time the Viper util is cycled, Spike gets in front of it and confirms that it's fake.
As I say that though, they give up B heaven control. Look at these B main players. You're essentially forced forwards. If you're King, you're pretty dire spot. You've got nowhere to run at all. This is an odd position to be taking, especially when you lose control of that one. Maybe Sato can even it out. Still slow orb, and as that res online, gonna offset again that pick that was just gained earlier. 100 Thieves are still in a prime position. In a spot like this, there won't be a plant that's open, not for main. It's gonna be tight to default. It will mean that 100 Thieves have to play on site. They're going to be happy to do so, though. Very ingrained positions.
Saturate here. Might catch on to Vora playing in hell.
We'll see how diligent LEV's retake is in a spot like this. That is an aggressive pit. Just try and flood their way out. Bit of a dink through the wall. Vora saturated. Still gets the one, and there's that follow through. 100 Thieves make sure to swing up onto those heaven players. Pushing them back all the way. A lot of damage done. Timotino properly squaring up, trying to get involved in the scrap with just PXS remaining. Unlikely time also ticking. No real chances here. They'll even take his life just towards the end. So
that's a banger of a shot from Vora in hell.
It really is.
He's hit with the C's, hit with the hinder, has to land the first bullet, and does it perfectly. This body as well, Vora was rezzed in this round. His body fell from rafters into hell, so he just provided the safest res ever for us. They're getting good value out of the Sage pick.
Yeah.
You can understand why they want to go for it. One round away from being forced back onto an eco, but Lev still have the guns to work with here. Sato, instead of opping over towards B, is taking it towards mid.
Nice take up ramp. Up to mid, Sato, there's our trade. Couldn't quite get out there with the TP. There could be more action on the cards. Timotino not expected. They must have heard a lot of that Yuto coming forwards, but Spike just didn't expect the aggression, I think.
It's a really deep angle from Timotino. He got as far as he possibly could.
Oh, it's fallen to pieces. All across the map. PXS, your turn to go walkabout. Spots 2, doesn't really want any part of that one. That is a really tricky position to be in, and I don't know exactly where he is. No reason to step into his domain.
When things go wrong for Lev, things do get very individual.
Everyone trying to step up and be the hero.
Not enough fuel.
Can't blame them with the amount of talent that they've got on the roster, but...
That's true.
Yeah.
But 100 Thieves are doing a good job of shutting it down.
Yeah, they really are.
They're one step ahead of it every time. Timo taking the plan. Again, that optimization from 100 Thieves, picking which ultimates they want to get online earlier. And Timo's is the one that you can build a huge game plan around, so go for it. PXS is just trying to save the op.
Seeing if he can.
And this round, if they lose, well, now that they have lost it, sends Lev's economy spiraling. So if they can keep this up, it makes a difference, and they cannot. Timo rips it out of PXS's hands.
You know the drill.
So initially it has felt a little bit, closer back and forth, but this is 100 Thieves that are starting to run away with this half.
Yeah,
Only so many rounds left, isn't there?
And now they've got Lev on an eco. So almost guaranteed to have the lead here.
Yeah.
The A ramp pressure worked very nicely. That's something that Lev are going to have to adjust to. Normally that was an area that Spike was playing.
Yeah.
I mean, he was still in heaven. He just wasn't playing it as aggro as he had been in previous rounds. The timing of the ramp push may be catching him off guard. This time he has a Bucky ready to stop it, but Timotino is nowhere near. Back to the mid pressure, back to the mid take. And Lev have over-adjusted to the A ramp. 4 players committed to shut down a push that's not happening again.
Steadily making their way over towards A as well, just grouping up, hoping that it will be an all-in hit. 100 Thieves a little bit more caution though. Still early days, we'll see what they decide to do. Trailblazer clearing a lot of that space, taking a bit of big control, poking, looking for picks.
Yeah, really standard 1-3-1. And they can end in either direction. As we can see though, it would be way easier for them to B-split. That's where they're prodding at the moment.
All calm. King spots one of the players there, so he's going to be offloading that paranoia, but he will be going down. And I think the lack of response, maybe as soon as Cryo dies, he's going to be calling it, especially with the Seekers. I mean, that confirms all of it.
Yeah. They accelerate over towards B. 4v4, and they did give a rifle over, but I think they should be good here to play the post plant. No real pressure. Timo with an ult. It'd be hard for Lev to get back into this. And we'd have to break the Sage wall over towards B heaven as well.
Yeah. It's the first attempt of it. Hold on.
That's mad.
A little bit. PXS.
Oh, that is mad.
That rifle handed over. They just lined up for him. Got himself 2. Bang. Reposition quickly. As anything, that C-Stow connects. The Haunt needs to be broken. Doesn't do it in time. He mistimes it with a shot. PXS is running over them. It's 4 kills.
They've seen him.
They've seen him with the dimensional drift. PXS, this is your time now. Blows will steal it away from him, but still, I think they're going to be happy with a round win nevertheless.
That's a gigantic toss from 100 Thieves. That is an enormous throw. They were completely in control of that game. That round was theirs.
Yeah. Was there a reason to double dash into the wall?
For fun.
I guess the saturate was there.
Yeah,
but
I mean, they land the saturate, but you're jumping into close quarters against an eco round.
Yeah.
Like you've thrown that.
Yeah.
Mostly, they've been playing some great Valorant today, but that one really has been thrown away. And Lev, I've just got to. a gifted opportunity to tie this half up now.
I mean, you were saying it should be a lead for 100 Thieves, but like you said, it could tie it up.
Yeah, it should have been guaranteed.
6. Operator, this time on a deeper line. The slow won't stop him from gate crashing back. All the way over towards A.
100 Thieves set up a triple swing there into Sato, hoping that at the worst case scenario, they go 1 for 1.
Yeah.
They just couldn't quite grab his head.
Are they going to do something a little bit crazy here? Both orbs are available.
But both
They're thinking
orbs
about it.
and a res?
No, they're doing it. They're running. They're sprinting through spawn.
That's insane.
They're going to go for the res. Yeah. I was wondering, and I was thinking, well, it's a little bit too diamond ranked for me, but they're doing it because they have control, so.
I mean, do they have control? Spike has been pushing this area pretty aggressively. I'd be a little bit worried if I was Asuna Cryo. But yeah, they...
Yeah, that's what you're going to be worried about. Oh my god. He's spamming the heal. Cryo even being inserted. Inserting himself.
Isn't this insanely obvious when you just... you hold tab if you're
tab, you've seen the res come online.
Okay, the Sage has literally played for both ult orbs. Surely they're going back into B main for this.
Oh.
And yeah, they've left 3 players over towards B.
He's got it.
But then that took them a minute.
There's 30 seconds left, and now they're going to come back to A because Cryo has got all that space. Convergent Paths are selling a bit of a fake here.
That's a cool idea.
Only one with the ult, yeah it is. Slapjack.
Oh my god, they've cooked.
Off the cuff maybe, and it has cooked indeed. Blows us down for the count. It's cracked open the A side for them. Dash over again, knife out, Spike. Refracting, not out into the open. Timotino will go down. The player that was just trying to sell all of that over towards B.
And now Cryo's got his ultimate.
What a crazy round by 100 Thieves. Ring around the rosies. Deep wall, buying time. Hit down, bang is inserted out towards ramp as well. Full main control for 100 Thieves. Gotta worry about the flank here. PXS, he needed a clean kill. Asuna with the peak, double facing, dropping down. Lev could still potentially get themselves in. Paranoia is going to be sweeping straight into the pit. Bang has got to be the playmaker to try and bail out the opposition. Again, they're doing it all. Cryo inside the pit. Shorty's in your face. Drop down to 23. Time is ticking. Damage and decay. Kicking in. King saves it all.
It was such a cool round from 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
It really was giving Diamond ranked, and unfortunately the post-plant was as well.
The most complicated house of cards of all time. And it just crumbles towards the end, but it was cool.
The fake over towards B was really the thing that made it all come together. And yet, unfortunately, everybody collapsing in that post-plant. Lev now winning 2 in a row that they probably shouldn't have.
This is crazy, man.
100 Thieves, though, the economy was still good enough that they can still buy towards this final round. They should have been guaranteed to lead at the half. It's looking more and more likely that this is 6-6. This is a massive group up outside A as they fake B again.
Faking again, there's a flash, behind, barely gets out. Sano's dropped to 54. Spike on a forward angle!
That is Asuna movement.
It is Asuna movement. Holding it down, there's a gap in the wall. There's a gap in the wall, and that's going to be a kill. Found, Nightfall now, scatters, connects. Asuna pinpointed exactly where his positioning is. The rest of his team is going to be running their way in a different direction. PXS hears all of this. Deep insert, the rumble of the footsteps.
You don't even need to contest at this point.
If he plays his cards right, he's going to get the spike down, and it's having made a noise. Dropping down, did they hear it? Doesn't look like it. Too much chaos. Knives out, that's a spike! And now the back's open for the taking here. Timotino. He can respond back, but at this point, there's no way. There's no way, mate. They've jogging back to A.
They've cooked again, I fear.
He's jogging back to A. It will be an open site. No one's home.
This would be a ridiculous 1v3 if he could pull it off, though. They need a miracle to get back into this game, honestly.
Oh, my.
They should have been up at least 7-5 at this half. Probably looking more like an 8-4, and instead, a couple of mistakes.
10 seconds left.
And Lever looking like they've got this one sealed away at 6-6. Can Timo pull off a miracle? Sato's very far ahead of the rest of his team at the moment.
And he's got onto this line early. It's important. He knows that Timotino still wants to sight. There's that additional confirmation from the Prowler. It's a very hard fight to win. Everything in your face. Prowler and an operator at that. So 6-2-6. Now, astounding stuff that Lev even got here.
It really is. And it all started from that 100 Thieves round where they dashed into their own wall over towards B Heaven.
Yeah. This has been a fun series, I'll say
It really
that.
has.
It's been really fun.
There's been some amazing moments, like absolutely clinical, excellent Valorant, and then there's been some carnage.
It's been every...
Activate.
Yeah.
And if you let that squander, I think you've set your year up with a bit of a disappointment, a little bit of a blunder. But LEV have been immaculate thus far on pistols. They haven't lost one.
Nope.
And they're coming into this with 4 sheriffs.
It's been around 2s. Asuna, deep wall, prioritizing his own ultimate in the process. It's a lot of control, but yeah, that knife is going to be a problem because he was hoping it would just be clear. Peace of mind.
By going for these 4 sheriffs, they've given up a flash on Sato, a dash on Spike, a prowler on Blows, and they're just playing for the gunfights, and Vora's won that one.
Bit of chip damage straight through the wall there. Cryo knocked down to 71. This might be the first pistol round. It has not gone the way of Leviathan. 100 Thieves are just picking them apart at this point at the seams. The plan is unraveling.
Can't lose the follow-up after the pistol if you don't win the pistol.
Yeah, that's the plan.
It's genius, actually.
Grouping up as 2.
There.
They're hoping, I think, that PXS, well, no, he's going to be regrouping with them through mid. The wall is a constant threat, though. It's definitely going to be keeping players pulled and pushed
30 seconds
towards
left.
A. So it does give them a chance in a 2v2 onto the site. As long as they take it fast enough. Head's barely there, facing up. It's
Spike down.
not the cleanest in the world, but it's a 1-for-1, and it is buying time now for the mad rotates. Everybody putting into the next gear, especially with that Spike being dropped down. That is 100 Thieves of a pistol round win. First one in the series.
Well, the narrative couldn't last the entire match, right?
No.
But yeah, 1 out of 6 pistol rounds won. But yeah, you can't really use that as an excuse because they've been winning the follow-up so much. So maybe a bit more normality for our final half of this game.
They were not good enough.
Timo going for the Outlaw.
Yeah.
4 Spectres. Does that indicate that they are expecting LEV to force or something?
Potentially. I mean, listen, full armor means that you're out of range when it comes to the bandits. At least not within 10 meters, because yeah, if you're in close quarters, unfortunately you will, you're dead.
Timo could be on for a lot of kills here, or could get overwhelmed instantly.
I think he's going to get overwhelmed as I say that. Potentially trying to curse him. Haunt over and around. There is backup arriving. Bang. Available, ready for it. Spectre. Controlled in the end. Everybody falling.
100 Thieves with the chance at a bonus here, but there is a huge difference compared to every other half that we've looked at so far, aside from the second half of Pearl. But in every other half, there's been ults online by the time these rifles come up. By the time you get to a bonus round like this, or a rifle round, someone somewhere has had an ult, and that's not the case now. Do 100 Thieves have a strategy to be able to make these lighter weapons sing? Or can LEV overpower them with the rifles?
Slow orb. Attempt of disrespect. Oh my god, Asuna is raring to go here. There's no follow-up for it. That's another slow orb and a wall to try and get the hell out. Bang gave up his life for the cause.
It's a really nice punish. King went for that same teleport that Bang was going for across pretty much the whole half. And this time, punished by the slow orb, by the counter TP. Got stuck in that corner.
Yeah.
100 Thieves really on top of that B main metagame.
Both mains, to be honest. Asuna's been walling off A main in the prior too.
But now he's used his utility.
Yeah, he's very much alone.
Any slow orb. Doesn't have the wall.
Only the Spectre.
And they are hard reading that LEV are going back over towards A. And that is not the case right now. Asuna's going to be under a lot of pressure very shortly.
Spots it out. He's worried about Heaven as well, because again, it's compromised and just tries to stand his ground and take that fight.
It's a nasty entry from Spike.
It is.
Seconds left.
Real snappy and sharp shooting.
Spike planted.
Big gun advantage. Vatino's gone. Just waiting right out. Sato was ready for that one. 100 Thieves will just be happy even with economical damage if they can get it done, but to be honest, at this point, it's going to be as close to flawless as you can get, it's looking like. Yeah. Perfect peak timing. So it doesn't quite go horrifically with 100 Thieves converting the bonus. LEV definitely still in it.
Yeah, it's more back and forth, isn't it? Both teams taking chunks out of each other at the final map here on Split. More even ground between the two. Sada getting 3 in post plant there gets him closer to an ultimate that you could definitely get big value out of on your attack sides. But nobody's quite there yet. Blow's the closest, 1 away. Are they going to play for an ult orb? They're still going over towards B main. 100 Thieves with another opportunity to punish them. There's that TP. There's a slow orb.
Cuts it up. Spike is trying to assert himself. Timotino, the same can be said. That's a lot of damage. Really quite lucky to get out of there. There's a heal online.
King had to use both of his teleports to get in and get out. So trading both TPs for a single slow orb. Don't know about that value, but they maintain a bit of info over towards B main.
Yeah. Vietana doing a good job as well, I think, of just poking and trying to find where Asuna is placing this wall.
They're making sure to break it very early on.
Exactly, yeah. Ensuring that there's always that question mark. There could be players within sight.
Okay.
Aura. As the wall's up, I think, right?
Yeah, that was through the wall. Yeah. Just straight up spam.
Probably connects. That is a really tight position to be tucked into, and there's not really a chance. The first bullet needed to be accurate. Cryo gone. Finished.
Timo ducked back into the corner. Blows was ready for it. So 4v4. And King really wants to try to put pressure on B.
The smoke fades. Isn't he going to be out in the open? Seemingly not worried about it, but it looks like he's going to be retreating soon. Yeah. Has that internal timer ticking.
30 seconds left.
Silent jump spot. Looking for the info. Bang's holding Paranoia ready for it. It's 20 seconds left roughly. Time is going to be an issue. As soon as he sees these players, there it is. Actually switched out to the smoke there. Could have been given a bit of an avenue and an in. Spike trying to make his way forwards again, but this plan needs to go down. There's only 10 seconds remaining. Bit of spam wild at that. Trying to gain control and wrangle the rifles in place. 100 Thieves stop them in their tracks.
A pop-up from Timotino too. They know how important that round was. That was the difference between them being able to get a nice defense going, separate themselves away from the pack a little, and LEV putting the pressure straight back on them.
Spike down B.
Nice shooting too.
That's real nice.
Go!
Pumped.
Leviathan going to go for a tactical timeout here. I'm not sure they have the money to be able to buy. I mean, they can, but it's like slam dunk.
I've called it perfectly.
Yeah, the full armor bandit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, been trying it out, but I'm not quite as good as PXS. Let's see, full group up. Get the acknowledgement at least from that flash, but blinded up in your face. Sato sat down. Timotino still dominating over towards ramp. Saturate, even better. Spike is not letting that one go unnoticed. Slow orb. No attempt of a refight. Forwards is Cryo. He's alone in this one. He's very much alone, but he's a one-man army. TP across. King trying to cut it up. And it's spam through the smoke that evens that one out. It is mayhem occurring out towards A. Instant response of 100 Thieves.
Asuna wanted to play for the res. King knew that Asuna wanted to play for the res, but Cryo was the X factor, got in front of the Paranoia and caught a real nice off angle. Now everything is on the sub for Leviathan. A 1v3, 100 Thieves triple clearing over towards mid on a timing.
Yeah, ensuring that they stay together, leave no gaps in the play, give no opportunities.
Yeah, they must not know exactly where PXS is, but they also don't have the spike. Is there an opportunity here for a play to happen? I think it'd be so unlikely.
He's going to take his time, hoping that there's a straggler, lone player holding some of these areas back. But
no one's being given. And you think about how disciplined 100 Thieves have been in spots like this before. You've got to imagine the Bang is just going to be jumping in with a Paranoia and letting Asuna and Timo trade him out. That kind of thing. It's going to be so hard for PXS to get his ones here.
10 seconds left.
Barely any time. Acknowledgement here for 100 Thieves. They know now. Planted down. And they're going to look to take these fights together. Look at it. No one over-peaking, making sure that they take this one all the way forwards, and it's not the greatest cover in the world, not that map, so 100 Thieves just beam them down. Hail of lead, up to 10 now. big lead in terms of the rounds. 100 Thieves can be very, very happy.
Yeah, the little metagame there around trying to deny the res, and Cryo just walks in.
I mean, he was facing alone. It was his own wall that was up.
But everyone had Util in their hand. They were about to go for a dash paranoia play, and he just caught the perfect timing.
Yeah, no one was ready to help him, but he didn't need the help.
And they lined up, not expecting someone to just be walking at them. The pressure is right on Leviathan currently. It is Stinger, light armor. Sado's been dying at the start of these rounds over and over again, so they've never had an opportunity to use this Yoru ult. You actually might want to invest it here. This could be a round where you go Stinger light armor and you still throw ults at it.
Looking for it to be close. And it is, yeah. Ult committed. Sado looking to see if he can ping out most of these players in the positioning. It's going to be a 3-player stack over towards it. Nightfall connecting perhaps onto a few of them. Double dash as well, but he smokes are cutting it up. This makes it very awkward. Sado isolated towards the back. Convergent pass. Enough to slow them down. A bit of a team flash while you're at it. Hold on. It's gifted a freebie over, but Stingers versus the Rifles. Not the best scenario to still be placed in. 100 Thieves are the ones that can walk away from this one being a little bit happy. At least that first engagement.
Bang did a great job there. I think he avoided the Fade ultimate coming through and then hit a sick pre-fire onto Sato too. Sato's been neutralized at the end of this map so far.
Aura looking to deny, stall out and delay. Rest of his team as well making a lot of noise. Bit of a fake process going through, and I think 100 Thieves have got the read on all of it. Asuna making sure his team knows what's going on, but they stack over towards B and they don't get baited out, but it could be fakes on fakes. Time is taken, but that's a spike moving over towards this B direction. 30 seconds remaining. King, what direction does he want to go in? Again, the paranoia sweeps forwards. TP will not be able to get out of there. Asuna has been lying in wait this whole time, holding down that extra avenue, and he will lay claim to the life of blows. Spike dropped down, but Spike answers anyway. Picked up, barely any health to work with, barely any time to work with. 100 Thieves are all over this one.
Same scenario that PXS was in the previous round. Spike getting swarmed.
You need a miracle at this point with that Stinger. Not the right gun for the job. Up to 11 now for 100 Thieves.
And this map, finally, the defensive setup's working. Desk were talking about the fact that both of these teams have been really good on the attack sides. And in theory, this should be a really good attack side comp as well. The Yoru Waylay is really tough to stop. But 100 Thieves are being able to shut down the Duelist, get spam onto people through the smokes, and neutralize what LEV are going for. They haven't been able to put Sato in positions to win the game for them, even though he's top of the scoreboard.
Every star player would just keep their gun out and insta him. I thought he was licking.
You need a miracle at this point.
5 out of 6 rounds going the way of 100 Thieves on defense. This is what they need. Capitalize on an opportunity.
Yeah. Could be a chance to bring it all the way up to 12 here for Leviathan. They're looking to just stabilize. Wall in your face, Asuna. Very much hard committed, but especially with that seize, he's locked in place. King there with a punish.
Got to get that kill. I thought for a moment King had let it slip away from him.
There.
But LEV go up 5v4. And now pump the brakes, see if you can put the squeeze on 100 Thieves. This was working really well in previous maps. Bind especially. They were getting 100 Thieves to get antsy on defense and walk into them. At the moment, though, pretty disciplined.
Same game plan. Ensuring that nothing slips.
I think 100 Thieves are very happy with where they're at currently, though, because Timotino is holding that aggressive A-line.
That's a lot of information that they've got. At least in terms of the macro. King is also very low here, and there's 2 players grouping up potentially for a reclear.
Well, they're just tucking on either side of the box.
And baiting, I think. Heavy jump spot from Bang. Smoke's going to be dropped down. The Seekers are going to be painting out a clearer picture.
Although it mostly just sees people in mid.
Yeah, all 3 going to mid. Into those players. Convergent paths now. Layer it down. Trying to find it. There's Cryo. Inserted. Not anticipating that PXS was going to be there following up. Bang is really in a tight spot. Just trying to really get that pinpoint accuracy. Shots online. And the anchor smoke is nice enough. Divides up most of the side and gives him a bit of a pocket to play in, but he is cleaned up. Nevertheless, Sato, sharp. Locks in towards the end. The spike still needs to go down and get planted. Timotino looking to spoil it. And spoil it he does. Bleeds out the clock.
That's a great play from Timo. The saturate came through just a moment too late to save his teammate. But he puts the round on his own back, goes in, and Sato really couldn't stick, I don't think, in that situation, because you're worried about getting spammed through the box.
Yeah.
Sound cue's giving away exactly where you're planted. And then dashing away is so good. Teemo's got such a nice balance between aggression and relying on his aim and playing smart in spots like that. He's not just an all-in, all-aim, no-brain guy. He's got the full package.
Yeah. It's brought 100 Thieves up to 12.
And 5 chances to convert. What a great spot to be in. Not wasting this early opportunity to land a blow against LEV.
Bring them down.
Couldn't ask for a better start as well to a round like this.
Don't miss me too
Pits
much.
drop down, lay it into mid, bang. Breaking that one onto the TP. No, not in time. Has the TP to get out of there.
Lucky to escape.
Yeah. I'm just trying to do too much at once, but he does play for his life, and the retake will be available, but straight into the pit of their own. Leviathan. Murky depths now onto the pit.
Having to retake with an op.
Yeah, danger around every corner. How do you retake this one? Double dash forwards. That's going to be trying to at least seal this one up, but that paranoia as well. Cleaves its way onto one section of the site. The rest of them going to be sitting tight towards these corners. Spam is the name of the game, but good flash. Forces that TP out, but Bang's looking to see if he can do that damage. This is carnage. Letting it rip here with the rifles. That pit will fall. Wide swing. Bang is alone. Still the damage. Done 1v1. No adjustment in time. Sato saves their asses.
That's a really close round, though, and LEV need to put up 4 more of that just to get into OT. Sato can pick up the operator that Cryo just failed to get them over the line with, and now he's got it for the attack side. But that's only the second attacking round that LEV have been able to put together. Good opportunity, though, to jump onto Bang like that, force him out and play the post plan.
One enemy remaining.
I see.
Back into this one.
Yeah, the money's not too good
Immediate
for 100
dash in.
Thieves. Oh, it matters not. Prime time to make a play like that.
Timatino's just been deadly with the shorty and the bucky. He finds these opportunities to jump onto people all the time.
It's the first time they've done that. I mean, Aston's been putting these deep walls into A main, B main.
There's never been anyone with him, though.
No, exactly. That's what they've conditioned. For an eco round like this, could be exactly what they ordered up. Cryo, just a corner. Diligent from Spike.
That is a sicko pre-fire.
Now be heaven, compromise, flash forwards. They want to try and fight forwards again. Another layer of this one is sighted. Just takes the timing off of what he expected it to be. Instinctual Vora, okay. There's one. 2 more bullets left, 2 more targets to be found, but as they drop down, his damage done. Not quite claiming those kills like he was hoping for. Good beginnings, but Leviathan are the ones who are steamrolling ahead.
No hesitation there. As soon as LEV got stuck in a tricky situation at B Heaven, they plowed forward, bulldozed the rest of 100 Thieves away. This round could have got really bad. What a shot. Fair enough.
Just insanity.
What a prediction.
Nice!
That round, though, could have gone badly if 100 Thieves had weapons. And speaking of which, here they are. Are the ults there, though? Not really, not yet. Asuna's been getting value out of the res, though, so don't count that one out. But LEV can play a slow round and see if Sato gets a pick, and then he can speed things up at the end with his dimensional drift.
This is a fight, isn't it? Bloodbath, potentially. The flip of a coin, the way this one goes, resetting the aim in time, and the res is instantaneous, but can they defend against it? King activates! Lights them all up!
A triple kill out of absolutely nowhere. Saves Leviathan. That fight should have been 100 Thieves, surely. The punish onto Asuna, though, as he went for the res, meant everything. Made all the difference. And once again, King calls for this pause. Anytime they have an advantage like this, but they're spread out, they just pump the brakes and apply the squeeze.
Yeah.
And what do you do if you bang off Aura in this spot? You have no idea where the LEV players are going.
Just wait for the mistakes to come to you if you're LEV, and you're right. Bang and Vora, left stewing.
They do have 3 flashes to play off, though. So they might be able to make hero plays here. And King might be worried that somebody's playing around the spike.
For sure.
I have the spike.
100 Thieves are going to be 9, though, at least from that prior bind game.
30 seconds
13th
left.
round is the hardest to get.
Oh, committing the Euro ult off the back of this as well.
Shows
It's
the position
expensive.
they're in. Yeah, really making sure that nothing goes awry. Bang is already out though. Might have found a timing pass. This one, hold on, a shot goes wide. PXS is played in.
Good coverage.
Leaves it down to Vora. Full set of util walking all the way out here. Jump spot from King. No one's watching this one. Hold on. That's an immediate adjustment with that paranoia. Blind flash forwards as well. Wants to take the fight. This is aggro as anything. Unorthodox is the fight to be taken. Oh! That is unbelievable!
What an astonishing play to end an excellent series. And send Leviathan packing down in the middle bracket. That is nasty stuff from the new IGL.